Mic check 1 2 3. 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 Plug it back in.
It's terrible. The second half, I was on the Fort Ray side.
Hit okay. Somebody let us know in the comments if we have audio. Somebody let us know in the comments if we have audio. Check, 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 mic. Check, 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 mic.
Check, check.
It's year 6 of Under the Lights, and tonight we've got a huge football game on deck. Get your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and crank it up to 11 because high school football is live right here on Under the Lights. Get ready for those holy cows, the Gary Swallow wows, and the unforgettable plays that will have us talking for years to come. It's 48 minutes of pure excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Live from the broadcast booth, here's the voice of Under the Lights, Jordan Taylor.
Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Jay Field on a Thursday night here in Week 10. Gary, we're already 10 weeks into the season, and this is a big game brewing here. 7-2 Westminster Christian Academy Crusaders against the 8-1 St. Ed's Blue Jays. Both of these teams, only one loss in district play, still have an opportunity to share a district title, so they got to take advantage of their opportunity this evening. You got to check off the first box.
Right. Most important right now is each team has to focus on this game. They can't worry about anybody else. They can't worry about anything. They have to worry about this game. And you know what? I think it's gonna be a barn burner. I think it's gonna be one of the best games we've covered this year. Can't wait to see the action. You got two good ball clubs right here, Jordy.
And you got a great referee crew on display this evening, my friend. And Alexandria crew has made the trip to come cover this game. So excited to see a crew that's probably going to be calling a state championship game down the road.
Right. This is one of the better crews of the state. And, man, I can't – what more would you ask for at a game of this magnitude than have one of the best crews around? So, man, I'm excited. I think we're going to have an exciting ball club. It's going to be officiated well. I'm really excited about this.
Those game day uniforms, Mr. Swallow, Westminster will be wearing white on blue, and St. Ed's will be wearing blue on white. Correct. We'll go to our pregame talk at this time, and we will go to our first segment. All right, Mr. Swallow, we'll check on the records for both teams. St. Ed's 6-1 record, 4-1 in district play. 8-1 in record, 4-1 district play, ranked number 11 in Division 4 Select right now. So huge implications on the line. They're trying to better themselves. You remember, top 8 get a first-round bye.
Yes, they're really, really wanting that first-round bye to get everybody healthy and ready for the next round. But, man, they got their hands tied up for them right now.
And Westminster comes in with a 7-2 record, 4-1 in district play also, ranked 15th in the state right now in Division 4 Select. They're fighting for a home playoff game. Right. That's what this game means.
Yeah, they win this game, they are almost guaranteed. I can't say they are guaranteed, but they're almost guaranteed a home playoff game. So,
Gary, the head football coaches for both teams. We start with the St. Ed's Blue Jays, James Shaver, and for Westminster, Byron Porter. Good coaching matchup on display this evening.
You got quality coaches on both sides of this game, Jordy. I can't wait.
Game day temperatures at this time, 79 degrees, partly cloudy, only about a 10% chance of rain. We got the tent ready just in case. We'll go back to our pregame talk in a few moments. Both teams look like they're ready to take their respective sidelines. They're going to wait this one out, Gary. We'll see the stalemate, who will go out first. So we'll go back to one of our pregame talks at this time. What else we got? Impact players tonight, St. Ed's, Blake Moran, Kane West, and Hunter Summerlin. You got to think those three right there got to carry the Blue Jays to a win.
Most definitely. This is they're going to have to put it on their back and take it going forward.
And for the Crusaders, you got number 3, Stephen George, number 13, Jamarian White, and number 21, Kyle Horde. Excited to see these three tonight.
Most definitely, Jordy. It's going to be an exciting ball game. These young men know what's in front of them, and they're going to go for it.
Absolutely. How about some keys to victory for both sides? We start with St. Ed's. Play for your seniors. It is senior night, my friend.
Yes, sir.
Front 7. You got to bring it this evening. You know the Crusaders.
Yes.
And right now, Crusaders are going to take off to their sideline, so we'll go back to the field. And they're going to walk to their sideline, my friend, locked in arms. We'll go back to those keys to victory. And here comes the Crusaders, ladies and gentlemen. We go across the field where the Blue Jays, moments away on senior night from taking their sideline.
to welcome your 2024 St. Edmund Fighting Blue Jays.
Gary, excitement is starting to brew.
Oh, yeah, it's starting to build up, Jordan. Fans are starting to come in. Oh, man, this is good. You can feel the tension in the air.
Right back to those keys to victory after St. Ed's takes their sideline. And Blake Moore and Kane West, they leap up. It's senior night, and here come the Blue Jays. Gonna be some fun, Mr. Swallow.
Yes, sir, Jordy.
Back to those keys to victory for St. Ed's. Front seven gotta bring it this evening. You gotta get the ball to your playmakers. You know they got a stellar receiving core.
Yes, they do.
Limit the turnovers, and special teams could win this ball game.
Yes, sir. Very much so.
And Westminster, Kyle Hort, have a big night. Win in the trenches, limit the penalties, no busted coverages in the back end, and time of possession is the key to victory.
Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we're about to play. Give each one the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for the members of the opposing team. Keep us safe from injury and harm throughout the intercession of Our Lady, the Mother of your Son. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. St. Edmund. Our Lady, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for tonight's national anthem, performed by St. Edmund students. Tell it to them.
Play ball. Let's check out who's on the broadcast this evening. And we got it, one of our biggest crews of all time this evening, Gary Swallow.
Yes, sir. Got a big crew working in unison. It's going to be a great, great event.
Play-by-play tonight, Jordan Taylor. Color is Gary Swallow. Producer Holden Lee. On stats, Enoch Brogy. On stats, Brendan Laughlin. And your spotter this evening, Alex Fontenot. And we will check out on those captains at this time. We start with the Blue Jays. Number 3, John Landry. Number 7, Blake Moran. And number 23, Coy Trahan. We'll go across the field to the Crusaders. See if we can get those numbers. Number 20, Michael Cunningham. Looks like number 13, Jamarian White. Can't get the other numbers right now. They're blocked, Gary.
Yes, sir. I can't tell myself.
And it looks like St. Ed's has won the toss and deferred to the second half. And we will see this Crusader offense first this evening. We're going to give you those other two numbers as soon as they break off. Number 5, Draylon Petrie, and number 44, Joseph Brown, was the other captains this evening. Gary, so Crusaders will get the football. Blue Jays will send their defense on the field. Final thoughts as we get ready for a great one this evening.
Hey, great opportunity for the Blue Jays to see if they can control that offense with Westminster, and it's also an opportunity for Westminster to control the line and see if they can drive the ball down the field. So I'm ready for an exciting ball game, Jordy.
Blue Jay Field is the place to be, my friend.
Yes, sir.
4 quarters, 48 minutes. It is week 10. Great football on display live on Under the Lights. We're thankful for the opportunity. This game was moved late in the season to a Thursday night, so we jumped right on it, and we can't thank them enough for the opportunity this evening.
Most definitely, and we've been talking about this all year, and I'm just excited that I was able to shuffle my schedule where I could get the chance to call it with you guys.
Laney Reed tees it up. Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. And a little sky kick. And will be fair court around the 36, 37-yard line, where we will see the Blue Jays on defense and the Crusaders on offense.
Correct. First down and 10 from the, looks like the 37-yard line, Jordy.
And we'll get our first look at the junior quarterback. Mr. George leads his team on the field. And he's got a pretty good back in the backfield with him.
36.
21, Kyle Horde. We'll see if Horde gets an early touch here. Instead, they're going to go empty. 5 wide. They're going to go trips right, 2 receivers to the left.
Oh, man.
And we got early movement. And it will be a false start against the Crusaders. So we're going to have to go behind the chains here. It's going to be 1st and 15.
Correct, Jordy. Looks like everybody moved except the center. He didn't snap the ball.
So 1st and 15 after the penalty. Ball lies at the 31-yard line, just underway here from Blue Jay Field. We'll welcome everyone in to tonight's broadcast. If this is your first time here, welcome and thank you. And they will go quarterback design run here. George calling his own number, and George is off to the races, crosses the 50-yard line. And Westminster starts off this game with a big-time run from the junior quarterback, Stephen George. And that's the game plan, Gary. They're going to try to set the edge all night, run behind those big tackles.
Correct, Jordy. I mean, there was once he snapped the ball, he had no hesitation. He tucked it and ran, and he picked up a good chunk of yardage. Here we go.
Picked up 31 there, Mr. Swallow, and they're going to go same formation, just going to flip it to the strong side here, and they're going to run it back that direction, cuts it back. Good vision here, but this time the Blue Jays were all over it. There on the stop, number 32.
Loss of 1,
J.P.
Jordy.
Frugier. And he lost a yard. So 2nd and 11. So 2 early runs from the quarterback, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, and it seems like they might go to the strong side of the field here early. And they're going to get a handoff here. It's number 20, and he splits up the middle, and he goes for about 6 yards there. And it will be 3rd down and about 5. So 3rd and 5, that was number 20, Michael Cunningham on the carry. He will stay in the backfield here. So 3rd and 5, ball lies at the 34-yard line. And this time he's going to throw a pass, and the pass is deflected at the line of scrimmage. Number 14, Zane Zonbreaker, gets a paw on it. And an early decision here for the Crusaders, kind of in the spot of the field where they're not going to go for it here. 4th down, Gary. Offense is in that spot where you probably see them go for it here. Only need 5.
Yes, sir. Very big play right here for St. Ed's, and a very big play for Westminster also to try to stay on the field.
A big momentum swing right here. 4th down and 5. There's a snap. George looks, surveying the field, taking a shot. Got a man wide open. Number 15, and it's a busted coverage and a touchdown, Crusaders. And the Crusaders strike first here on the road. Wow, and just like that, we'll check on the scoring drive, but on 4th and 5, cannot let anybody get behind you, and that's exactly what just happened.
Yes, sir. So worried about the run, he came up and that ran right by him and just threw that ball up. Nobody back there except the receiver.
Gavin Frith was on the touchdown reception there. We have an extra point pending here. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good. 9:54 to play here from Blue Jay Field. Crusaders strike first, and it is 7-0. That touchdown this evening sponsored by Howard's Pools Company, ladies and gentlemen. We check on that scoring drive, Mr. Swallow.
Yes, sir.
It took 5 plays, 64 yards down the field, 2:06 off the game clock, capped off with an extra point from Mr. Profit.
Right, Jordy. 2 big plays in that drive. Very explosive. If Westminster keeps doing that, man, that's going to be a lot of momentum for them. Now, let's just see. Can St. Ed's come back and counter? Can they respond to this? This is very important for them to come back and, flex their muscles also.
Mac Profit, a weapon in the special teams department this evening. He tees it up. Blake Moran and Seth Oquan back deep for the Blue Jays. And the ball fell off the tee, Gary.
Yeah, got a little breeze going there, Jordy. So it's, we got to kind of watch it. Hopefully, there's no front coming in. It looks like the moon's up there with a little clouds coming in. So hopefully we're gonna keep that little drizzle rain stay away.
Profit tees it up. Moran, Oquan wait deep, and it will be Moran. Takes it in around the 10-yard line, full head of steam. And he's going to be wrestled down close to the 30-yard line, where Kane West will take his Blue Jay offense on the field, down by 7. Let's see if they respond here. First and 10, Blue Jays. West goes empty. Oquan comes into motion, and the ball is on the ground, Gary.
Man.
And Westminster pointing like they have the football. And there's a
scrum.
There's a scrum for it. Who's got it?
2nd down.
And they're going to say West recovered the fumble there, and a good thing because you'd have gave Crusaders big-time momentum.
Oh, man, field position would have been, awesome. That's a loss of about 2 yards.
So not a clean exchange there. Looked like West wanted to pull it there, run it right back up the middle, but O'Quinn and West not on the same page there. Second and about 3 for the Blue Jays. There's a snap. Here comes a blitz, and Summerlin gets the carry, and Summerlin a gaping hole. And Summerlin crosses the 50, crosses the 40, and Hunter Summerlin for a Blue Jay first down.
Wow, Jordy, you want to talk about, explosive play. Man, that was great.
53-yard pickup, 56-yard pickup from Hunter Summerlin. First carry of the evening, and it's a big one. Chains will move 1st and 10. Blue Jays on the move from the 36-yard line. West going to go quarterback design run. And he picks up about 3 yards there. He can do it all, Gary, from the quarterback position. You see some good traits where he can throw it, he can run it, and he's as physical as they come.
Right, Jordy. He's not afraid to put his head down and go through somebody. That play was designed for him to just take it and get as much as he could.
And Summerlin getting a carry here. He's not going to go down on the first contact. Gets close to the markers, but about a yard short.
Yes, sir. Looks like he's going to be about a long, short 2, long 1 for a first down. It'll be 3rd down. Let's see what the Jays can do to keep it going.
Check it on your phone. You'll see what I'm looking at. 3rd down and 1. And no receivers on the field here. This might be Kane West time.
Most definitely.
There's a snap. 15 calls his own number. Picks up the first down.
And a little bit more.
And a little bit more. Power football there, Gary. My best against your best.
That's right. And the defense knew where it was going. They had everybody there, but, the Blue Jays just had a little bit more oomph right there and got that first down.
Chains will move 1st and 10. Blue Jays at the 23-yard line. 3 receivers split out wide to the left. 1 lone receiver to the right. And Summerlin waits in the pistol. And Summerlin gets the carry. And Summerlin, he's running angry this evening.
Golly, Jordy. Picks up another first down. My goodness.
Chains will move first down inside the red zone with 7:20 to play here. First quarter, 7-0 your score. Blue Jays trying to answer here. They will go with some tempo. And West try to draw them off sides. Great discipline up front. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. High snap taken in. Summerlin breaking tackles, rumbling, stumbling to the 5-yard line.
Wow, Jordy, he is running downhill. Very, very exciting to see this young man run.
And it is 2nd and about 3 from the 5-yard line. And this is 4-down territory, Gary.
Oh, most definitely, Jordy. Most definitely. Got to answer to that first drive.
They go back into power look here. No receivers on the field. West calls his own number, follows his block, and he runs right into the teeth of the defense. Big 70 there to greet him. Alex Thomas.
Looks like he got a first down. He's got a first down for that, Jordy.
But he does have enough for a first down. Chains will drop. What a drive here from the Blue Jays.
Yeah, it looks like the ball's down around between one and right in between the 1 and the 2, right at the 2-yard line.
Here comes Kane West with another carry. And he's following right behind Summerlin. He bulldozes his way into the end zone. And the Blue Jays answers, Gary.
Yes, sir. That was very, very important for the Blue Jays to answer and not to get behind this Westminster team.
And you won't see no extra points this evening from the Blue Jays. They're going to go for 2 almost every time.
Correct.
What a job this offensive line did on this drive. First thing, it's a 2-point conversion, and he lowers his hat. Let's see if he got in, and he is short.
Short of the first down.
So with 6:10 to play here, new score from Blue Jay Field. Westminster 7, St. Ed 6. Every point might matter this evening.
You right, Jordy. You right.
That touchdown tonight sponsored by Howard Pools and Company. Gary, you got to look at both drives just now from both sides. Westminster, big fourth down with the pass, and then St. Ed's marched it right down the field.
Right. You had two very big plays as far as with Westminster, and you had that big play, big running play with St. Ed's, but they controlled the ball, went down the field, and scored. The only difference now is the extra point.
Let's check on that scoring drive. It took 8 plays, 70 yards, a touchdown drive capped off by Kane West, 3 minutes, 46 seconds off the game clock. Laney Reed's gonna gather his guys up. Maybe a surprise onside kick here, or just make sure, stay in your lanes.
That's what it looks like, Jordy.
And we got a long delay here.
I have no idea what's going on with this, Jordy.
I don't know if they have the Whitecaps over here on the sideline.
There was two officials on the sideline.
Any explanation here, Gary?
Not that I noticed. I mean, I have no idea, Jordy. Looks like he's got one of his ankles taped. He might have.
Okay, yeah, you're right. The white cap had to go and get his ankle taped.
That's what it looks like. I mean, I can't tell for sure, but that's sure what it looks like.
It was a short kick last time, Gary. Let's see where they angled this one. Maybe towards this sideline. And they will. And they'll take it in around the 29-yard line. And number 13 there on the return sets up Westminster. Good field position. Jamarian White there on the return.
Right at the ball is going to be placed at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Very big drive for them to go down and, keep that momentum going offensively. And it's very big drive for the Blue Jays defense to not let them get going.
6:04 to play. We're at the halfway point here. 7-6 your score, Gary. Early signs of a track meet.
Yep, that's what it's looking like.
Remember last time they went empty. Quarterback went right off tackle to the wide side of the field. Let's see if that's where they go here. And we got all kind of movement. Everybody moved except the center.
Right. That looks like that might be, I really don't know. False start? Yes.
False start is the call.
Yeah.
And they did this the last time and had no problems marching right down the field.
Right. And as a matter of fact, the play right after the penalty, they took it a long way. So let's see what they can do.
So 2nd down and 15 after corrections. 1st and 15 after the penalty.
Yes.
Go with the same formation here. 11 goes in motion.
He's got it.
And he gets the handoff, trying to race him to the sideline.
He lost even more, Jordy.
That's number 32 there on the stop, J.P. Frugier.
Right. He didn't have any room to cut up. He went straight. He lost probably about another 3 or 4 yards, Jordy. It'll be 2nd down and 18.
So big time loss there. Back to the 31-yard line is the Crusaders. And George looks under pressure, steps up, and now he's going to try to get some yardage here and might have manifested 2 or 3 yards.
Yes, that's what it looks like, Jordan.
Tackle by number 52.
Good defense on the back end by the Blue Jays.
Yeah, you got to think they tighten up after that big busted coverage.
Correct.
Bring it 3rd and 15.
Turning out to be a beautiful night here in Eunice, Louisiana.
Yes, sir, Jordy. Good crowd on hand, watching some high school football.
3rd down and long. Can the Blue Jays get off the field here? And he will roll to his right. Looks got a man open in the flats, and he did not bring it in. That was number 11, Damian Thomas.
We'll bring up 4th down.
And it will be 4th down and a 3 and out, so a win for the defense.
You're right, Jordy. That's very big for St. Ed's to stop them on on a 3 and out. Get the ball back and let's see what they can do.
Profit will be your punter. Number 22, Wyatt Dubois, is back deep for the Blue Jays, standing around the 25-yard line. And it's a good snap. Let's see if he can flip the field here. And the beauty of a kick. Let's see what type of roll it takes, and it takes a friendly one.
Oh, man. That was close to hitting the Blue Jay player.
And it will die down close to the 31-yard line.
Right.
Here comes Kane West and that Blue Jay offense. And Hunter Summerlin takes the field. "36-yard punt there, Mr. Swallow."
Yes, sir. Now this is important to see. How can the Blue Jays respond? Can they take the ball down and control it?
Yeah, the defense got to stop. Now, can the offense go do some dirty work here?
Correct. You know, it's.
Now, if you're the Crusaders, you need to force a 3 and out.
Oh yes, most definitely. You need to stand up. You can't let them get the momentum.
And Kane West has not taken one of his shot plays this evening. You know it's coming at any time. Could it come right here?
Right here, right now.
And here it is. Seth O'Quinn. Got it!
Oh, my goodness!
And he's gone! Touchdown, Blue Jays!
Whoa, Jordy! All I can say is wow!
You said it. Have not did a shot play yet, but a Howard Pools Company touchdown west to Oakland for a 6.
Wow, that was. He caught that in stride, Jordy. He was not going to be denied. That was a great play call, great pass, great reception. Congratulations to that young man. And they're going for 2, Jordy.
And coming off of a 3 and out, you had to expect that shot play was going to come. And we got a 2-point conversion try here. Kane West going to call his own number, cuts it back in, and he's in. Number 15 does it with his arm, does it with his legs. 4:09 to play here from Blue Jay Field, and we got a new score, ladies and gentlemen. St. Ed's 14, Westminster 7. Let's check on that scoring drive. It took one play, 70 yards, and it took 10 seconds off the game clock.
Wow, Jordy. That's all you can say is wow. That was beautiful.
Hello.
That was amazing. One play. It was great. Yeah, all you can say is whenever you see them taking a shot like that, everything had to work there, and they must have saw something in the defense, and that was just hit in perfect stride.
Oh, Seth Oakland ran a great route, but Kane West threw a great ball.
You're right, man. I tell you what, it's very important for Westminster to basically come back from that. They got hit in the face. Now they're going to have to come down and actually try to, control this game. They can't let the momentum stay in the hands of the Blue Jays. They're going to have to do their best. Oh, ball on the ground.
Yeah,
oh man, that was very close to being a turnover, but he picked it up and he tried to make something out of it, but it looks like he lost yards, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 20-yard line.
All right, Mr. Gary.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Crusaders at the 20-yard line. Looks like it's going to be, it looked like it was going to be a turnover because he basically put the ball on the carpet and, he just picked it up and tried to get what he did, but he ended up losing about 8 to 10 yards.
Yeah, I'd rather lose 8 to 10 than lose the ball, but, it was close. Another second or two, and St. Ed's might have been able to get over there and recover the ball.
You're right. Let's see. Now it's time to see what Westminster can do. Oh, quarterback keep.
Yeah, you know, it looks like St. Ed's got caught out of position or a little off guard in the first drive, and they've adjusted well. So we'll see if Westminster readjusts to the defensive changes.
It's going to be important for that Blue Jay defense to stay focused, and you know, they pretty much know that Westminster's going to run the ball, except for that long pass that they had. But they got to control that line of scrimmage and try to keep them in check.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Blue Jay front seven needs the key on the run. Secondary, don't get caught, and if you see something outside, adjust and keep everybody in front of you.
Correct. He's tried again. Oh! That's their main play, man. They're going to try to pound it, quarterback keep, and he ended up, you know, getting a first down. It's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like it's going to be about the 40-yard line. So, you know, very important for Westminster to stay true to their offense and to their team. But, you know, the Blue Jays got to be ready for it. And that was a great play. He got through the line of scrimmage and just broke out. Okay. Oh, ball on the ground. Oh, he picked it back up, Jordy. I mean, oh, looks like he may have another first down there. Ball hit the ground, picked it up on the bounce, and gained 10 yards. First down, midfield.
On the 50-yard line. That's a way to get something out of nothing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, perfect bounce. Bounced it up, picked it up, and hit the line. And, boy, man, that's a great way to work it. 10 yards. We're going to have 1st and 10. Ball at the 50.
Quarterback counter.
Keep.
Yeah, that counter play is killing
that counter play is killing him. Look out.
You know, Westminster's given St. Ed's a little bit of taste of their own medicine, because on the first drive and the 2-point conversion, St. Ed's went to the quarterback counter, running back counter. Westminster come right to it. They were going power early, now they're going counter, and they're popping it.
Right, that was basically a looks like a 35-yard gain right there. Yeah, 35-yard gain. He stepped out of bounds at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Crusaders at the 15-yard line of the Blue Jays.
See, 1 H-back. They're probably going right back to counter. No, wham.
Quarterback keep. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wham.
Yeah. They read that pretty well, Jordy. Actually, Alex. Alex is talking with us online right now. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. That was basically stuff for no gain. Handoff.
Sweep. Cunningham on the carry.
Cunningham on the carry. Looks like he got it inside the 5. It's going to be a first down. 1st and goal for the Crusaders. But we were talking about this may be a track meet. It's starting to look like it.
Yeah, for sure.
No more cracking out. Back to normal.
Bringing a little heavy package here.
Yes.
Forward and Cunningham.
Fullback dive. Forward on the carry.
Forward on the carry, yes. Looks like he is got down to about the 2-yard line.
Stop by number 10, Nathan Zomreger. Number 22, Wadua.
Right back to him. Got in.
Got in. Looks like he's got a touchdown there, Jordy. I mean, Alex, I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying Jordy.
Had to swap around for a minute.
Yep. So that's a touchdown for the Crusaders. And they're going to go for...
Private's going to
1. They're going to kick it up and try to go for the tie.
down the middle.
Yes, right now. So we're tied at 14.
Yep, and it's been a back and forth first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if these defenses don't lock in here and kind of, early round, trading punches, and now they're going to lock in and really make it a defensive struggle in the second half.
Right, that's what it's looking like. It looks like they just got to basically focus in more and just, try to, see what the offense is doing. And once they get that in, I think it's going to be a dogfight. Right.
I'm going to hand it back over to Jordy, Mr. Gary.
That touchdown sponsor tonight brought to you by Howard Pool Companies. Thank you to our friend right there in Opelousas, Louisiana. We check on that scoring drive. 8 plays, 61-yard drive, 4 minutes, 12 seconds off the game clock. It was capped off by a fullback dive from Kyle Horde. And Gary,
yes,
we're all tied up 14-14 with 57 seconds. We got us a game here.
Oh, yes, most definitely. We talked about it, said it could easily be a shootout, and that's what it looks like it's going to happen.
And he kicks this one deep to Moran, and Moran full head of steam, and he's gonna be brought down, and that's good coverage there by the Crusaders.
Looks like he's got to about the 27-yard line, Jordy.
And we will see the Blue Jays offense all tied up, 51 seconds to play here first quarter, and they entertaining first quarter, to say the least.
Most definitely, Jordy. We knew that there was going to be some fireworks, so I'm excited about that. What would you expect for it with a district championship on the line?
It's not on the line. It's just trying to stay in the race.
Trying to stay in the race for it.
What is on the line is home field in the first round or a potential first-round bye.
Yes.
1st and 10, fakes the pass, taking a shot to Summerlin, and the pass falls incomplete. Threw it into double coverage there. There on the coverage, number 15, Gavin Frith.
Yeah, Jordy, they were trying to, freeze the safety and just try to get the cornerback one-on-one, and he just peeled over, and they had basically had them both on him, double coverage. So, hey, let's see what else they got going on.
Got to get back to running the football here.
Right, most definitely.
2nd down and 10. There's a snap. Summerlin gets the carry here. And he's going to be brought down. About 3 white jerseys there to greet him, led by Michael Cunningham. A lot of guys playing both sides of the football here for the Crusaders.
Yes, most definitely.
It's going to become about 3rd and 9 for the Jays.
So it's a very big play right here, Jordy. Don't want to do anything crazy or, too risky. But at the same time, you got to move the ball.
Coach Shiver here, I'm letting it go down to the end of the quarter and talk about this play call on 3rd and 9.
Most definitely, most definitely. So
that's exactly what they do. Final few seconds tick away here. We'll check on one of our sponsors as we step away into the first quarter here from Blue Jay Field. And we're tied up 14-14, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. It don't matter. Bork's Supermarket and Specialty Meats has been a Cajun tradition for over 70 years. Hot boudin, hot cracklings, plate lunches, and home of the original jalapeno sausage cheese bread. 2 locations at 581 Saison Avenue in Port Barre, Louisiana. Or try the Lafayette location at 3211 Johnson Street. They offer catering for wedding receptions, banquet parties, and company functions. The best Sunday barbecue around. They open 7 days a week in Port Barre, Tuesday through Sunday in Lafayette, Louisiana. Let's go to scores from around the state of Louisiana at this time.
Here we go, Jordy. Got a few scores for y'all. Oak Grove up on a Ouachita Christian, 13-0 here in the first quarter. Welsh and Notre Dame tied at 7. Elton up 16-0 on Maryville. And a final one for you, I had it. Union Parish up on Sterlington, 21-0. We'll check on more scores later.
3rd down and 9 for the Blue Jays. And they go throw a little RPO to Blake Morin. And Blake Morin busts across the 50 in the right time.
And he's still
to go to that play call. And the ball is out late, and the Crusaders will have it. So fighting for extra yardage, gonna cough up the football, and the Crusaders have it 1st and 10.
Wow, Jordy, they just held him up and started scrapping at the ball, and they just basically got it loose, and the Crusaders picked it up. Wow, that's a big break for Westminster and a crushing break for the Blue Jays.
So first turnover of the evening. Not sure who was on the fumble recovery, but it will be Crusader football, 1st and 10 with 11:44 to play here, just underway in the second quarter. Yeah, a big momentum switch right there because that was a big-time reception.
Right, Jordy. Sometimes when you have a lot of people grabbing a hold of you like that, that's the best thing you do is just go down. Just go down.
They're back in that Wildcat look here. Cunningham getting a couple blocks and breaking off tackles, running through defenders. And Cunningham. And a penalty flag will fly here.
Well,
we'll see who this was again. It might be against Cunningham.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
It would be a costly penalty here.
Most definitely.
First down would stand. But might be 15 yards, unsportsmanlike. We'll see which direction they point here. Now we have another penalty flag that flies late. This might be offsetting penalties. Got to control your emotions in this one, Gary. This might be offsetting penalties here.
The way it's looking like it probably is. And that was well after the play. I mean, it was over with. You know, you're talking right in front of an official. You can't do that, Jordy.
And here's the call,
They're
Mr.
both
Swallow.
offsetting penalties. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, Westminster. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, offense.
Against the Blue Jays.
Against the Blue Jays, they offset.
And what 15 yards they just gave right back to them.
Yeah, you're right, Jordy. They just basically gave a penalty right back to them. And this was like a minute after the play.
Yeah.
It was over. He was away from that. They were talking, but he did it right in front of an official.
But the referees are taking control of this game early and not letting anything escalate.
Correct. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders.
1st and 10 indeed, inside the 30, around the 32, 33-yard line. And Horde gets the carry here, and he's upended after a pickup of 6.
Yep, looks like he got about 5 or 6 there. The second down and right about 5, Jordan.
So 2nd and 5, Crusaders, 11:08 to play here. In the second quarter. And the Horde's going to get another carry here. And he picks up about 2 yards.
Yeah, about 2 yards, Jordy. Yes, sir. It'll be 3rd down and about 2.
We're seeing a lot of different guys take snaps in the backfield this evening.
You're right, Jordy.
So 3rd down and 2, ball lies at the 41-yard line. Crusaders are in no hurry here. Cunningham waits in the backfield. Let's see who the number is. It's number 44. And he breaks off the first tackle, and the second effort's going to get him the first down.
Correct, Jordy.
That was Joseph Brown on the carry.
I thought it looked like they had him right at the line of scrimmage, and he just kept those legs going, and he got that first down. So it's going to be 1st down and 10 right at the 46-yard line of the Crusaders.
So 1st and 10. 10:02 to play here. Second quarter, 14-all is your score. And a slow, methodical drive here. They don't want to give it right back to the Blue Jays offense.
Most definitely, Jordy, most definitely.
They're +1 in the turnover battle, right?
Right, yes, sir.
When do we see the Crusaders take a shot play?
That may
Here
be
comes
coming.
the blitz.
Uh,
And 44 going to call his own number. And a rally to the football, and the Blue Jays will have them behind the line of scrimmage.
He tried that counter. He tried to basically counter off of the direction that it was going and just come back. But the Blue Jays sniffed that out
And
right from the beginning.
it seems like they're selling out to stop the run this evening.
Correct, yes, sir.
They're telling the Crusaders, you're going to have to beat us throwing the football.
Correct.
Second and 11, ball lies at the 45-yard line. 9:08 to play. Who's the quarterback on this play here? Looks like George checks back into the game. Cunningham waits in the backfield with him. And George pass is tipped up, and let's see who got a hand on that one. It was number 6 by Ian Ryder.
Third down and 11, Jordy.
And this is where the Blue Jays want the Crusaders. They want them behind the line of scrimmage, 3rd and long.
Most definitely, Jordy. Very big play for both teams right now.
3rd down and 11. What's the play call here? They have not went to the screen yet. Could we see a screen on this one?
It's possible.
Cunningham is the back here. 10 is at flexed out here. Tight end is number 2. Let's see if they do go to the screen call here.
A lot of cushion on this side,
We'll drop
Jordy.
back the pass. Instead, he's taking a shot to number 13, and he's past his cart, and he's going to go the distance. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Oh, wow, Jordy.
How about the old shot play?
Man, that was amazing.
Jamarian White.
Got behind the defense and just the cornerback just could not get to it in time. He dove for it, but just didn't have it.
Second busted coverage of the evening, and points off of turnovers. And the Crusaders cash in. And earlier it was 4th and medium. Right there it was 3rd and long. And they've got points and profit trying to make this a 7-point game.
Right, man. Speed, the speed on the outside.
Gavin Frith will hold. Snap, hold, kick is up, and they roughed him there, Gary.
Yes.
So we'll see if this one is put on the kickoff.
Right. I think they're going to discuss it. They were saying that he was pushed into him, so I don't know if they're going to count it.
They might wave the flag off, and they will.
They will.
So that touchdown, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored this evening by Howard Pool and Company. Thank you to those guys out of Opelousas, Louisiana. We check on that scoring drive, Gary Swallow. 7-play drive, 80-yard touchdown. 3:59 off the game clock. It was George to White for 6. And Gary, your new score here from Blue Jay Field. Westminster 21, St. Ed's 14. We got us a ball game, 8:45 to play.
You do. Now it's very important for the Blue Jays to not get rattled, to get the ball, drive it down the field, and let them know, if they take it down the field and they drive.
Hey, if they don't go and get some points here, and you give the Crusaders some time and to go up 2 scores, watch out.
Right. They need to control the ball, get down there, try to score some points, and remember, they get the ball in the second half.
Profit booms this one away. Oquan might let this one roll into the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here we go. We're calling this one a must-answer drive because momentum right now is on the other sideline.
You're right, Jordy. It's clear that it's the momentum is on the opposite side. So here we go. 1st and 10, Crusaders. Ball on the 20-yard line. Excuse me. 1st and 10, Blue Jays.
Big time fumble on the last drive. Let's see what they do here. 1st and 10, Blue Jays. Kane West calling And he hands it off to Summerlin, and Summerlin picks up about 7-8 yards to start this drive.
Tackle by number 21.
So he's going to gain about 6 on that, Jordy, maybe 7.
Yeah, we'll call it 7. Ball is at the 27-yard line. 8:22 to play here. 21-14, showing a little blitz here. Looks like Crusaders walk down their linebackers. Waiting on the snap. Here comes the late blitz. Summerlin getting another carry. Good blocking up front. And he picks up a first down. Close to the 40-yard line. Will be marked down at the 39.
Very good run there. Way to basically watch his blocking and read off of his blocking. That's how he's so successful. He knows how to read the blocking that's in front of him, and man, he just great run right there by that young man.
How about both offensive lines this evening for the Crusaders and the Blue Jays? Setting up some big time holes.
You're right.
Crusaders giving George enough time to hit those shot plays. Blue Jays, Summerlin, 3 straight runs to the bruiser. And he might have picked up enough for a first down.
Looks like it, Jordan. It's very close, very close.
We'll see where they mark this football. And they signal first down. Another first down for the Blue Jays. So 3 straight runs from Summerlin. Let's see if he gets it for a 4th time here. And he will.
He will. Same play. And he almost has another first down.
What do you think, Brendan? What's he averaging on this drive? At least 8 to 10. Let's see if he gets it for a 5th straight time.
That'll be a 2nd down and 1, Jordy.
2nd and 1, and they go quick. Try to draw him off sides. A late snap. Summerlin makes the first guy miss, and he's off to the races. Can he get a block on the outside? And he does. Penalty flag flies. He's going to wipe off the big run. They called it over there on the receiver.
Yeah.
And this big-time run will come back, but the first down will stand.
Oh, I think it's going to stand because it was far enough down the field.
So Blue Jays will march back. We're just going to see how far they will march back. Holding is the call. It will be a first down, and they will spot the football at...
It's going to be first down, I'm sure.
The 39-yard line.
Right. The penalty occurred, it looks like 11 yards beyond the line to gain.
So what was that, guys? 6 straight runs?
Yes. 5.
So that was 5 straight. Let's see if they make it 6 straight here. 1st and 10 Blue Jays. Fake the handoff, drops back in pass, taking a shot downfield to O'Quinn. Underthrown, caught, touchdown Blue Jays!
Oh my goodness!
My goodness! Take a shot!
Man, you want to talk about a
trust factor?
Man, this is good. We talked about a track meet. This is going to be a track meet.
It's going to be a track meet for the ages.
Beautiful! Wow! Touchdown Blue Jays.
You go 5 straight run plays to Summerlin. And then you hit him with the play action, and O'Quinn gets behind the defensive back, and the pass was underthrown a tad bit.
Right, he had to adjust for it, Jordan.
He adjusted, and
my
he's got
goodness.
it. Here comes your 2-point conversion to take the lead. Kane West calls his own number. A little jump pass, and the pass is deflected. And it is no good. Number 11, Damian Thomas, last second, knocks that one away. And your new score from Blue Jay Field with 6:32 to play. Westminster 21, St. Ed's 20. That touchdown sponsored by Howard Pool and Company, ladies and gentlemen.
But now here's the bad part, Jordy. You got 6 minutes that you gave Westminster to get the ball and go down and score.
How about we check on that scoring drive, Mr. Swallow?
Yes, sir.
Is it a penalty? 5-play, 80 yards down the field, touchdown capped off by the big-time pass play to Oquan. 2 minutes, 13 seconds off of the game clock.
Right.
And that is Oquan's second touchdown of the evening.
Right. Now, can St. Ed's stop Westminster from going down and scoring?
And Summerlin has hit over the 100-yard marker, Gary. 10 carries,
wow.
101 on the ground. And he did a lot of damage on that last drive. Short kick taken in, and it's gone to ground, and the Blue Jays might have the football, and what a turn of events here.
Oh, my goodness.
Number 24 on the recovery, Owen Cart.
Oh, my goodness. He let that ball hit the ground, Jordy, instead of coming up and feeling it. Man, that's dangerous, and he just couldn't get a hold of it, and I think he actually kicked the ball, Jordy.
A short kick,
my
and
goodness.
Blue Jays hustle down the field to get it, and 24 down there to get it. Owen Cart, and the Blue Jays offense is back on the field, down by a point, 6:28, and Summerlin's going to get a carry here, and he runs right back into the defensive end.
And
they're trying to strip it out. Omar
Right.
Guillory there on the stop.
Tell you what, Jordy, that was a cut away from going to the house. That's how close. The defensive guy got a hold right off of his block and just in the nick of time.
Trying to take the lead here at the midway point. Summerlin getting another carry. Summerlin finding vision. And Summerlin's inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
He's very close to being at the 1, Jordy. It looks like the 2, but I can't tell right now.
And the Crusaders, they are inside. Backs are against the wall here.
Looks like
and the
it's
Blue
at the
Jays are going to go quick. It is Kane West. Kane West is in. Touchdown, Blue Jays, and they take the lead.
That was amazing,
And that
Jordy.
did not take long.
No, did not take long at all. Can't give these two teams, you can't give the ball to them. I mean, that was a major mistake by the Crusaders, and St. Ed's, the Blue Jays, they just capitalized on it.
And we got a penalty flag in the end zone.
Oh, it's against Westminster because they're going to probably do it on the kickoff.
So this is an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty?
I'm not sure.
No, it's not, Gary.
12 men on the
It's a
field.
12 men on the field penalty. So they will assess it here on the
two-point
conversion.
I'm not sure.
Yes,
yeah, they did move it in.
They did move it for the 2-point conversion. Kane West, high snap, and he will go all the way back, and he falls on it, and the 2-point conversion will be no good.
No good. That's major right there, Jordy.
That one we're gonna have to look back at later. Touchdown sponsored by
that's
Howard
major.
Pool Company, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to check on that scoring drive, Gary. Didn't take long.
No, not at all.
3 plays, 27 yards down the field. Only took 49 seconds off the play clock. How many yards was that touchdown run? Enoch, how long was that touchdown run?
2 yards.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
the touchdown was a 2-yard run,
So a
Jordy.
2-yard run from Kane West.
Right.
New ball game.
New ball game now. Now here's the question: will that 2-point conversion, bad snap, come back and bite the Blue Jays? That's going to be the question that we got to ask, and hopefully it won't.
And you think about this also, a 12-point swing.
Right.
In 40 seconds, and they go right back to
Same
Cunningham, and Cunningham running out of time. And here comes the pursuit to the football. A lot of blue jerseys around the football.
Wow.
And here comes the Crusaders, down by 5:32 to play.
Right, Jordy. Very important for the Crusaders to control that ball, get it down there, and score because the Blue Jays are going to get the ball first the second half. So that's very important for them to control the clock, go down there and score. And it's at the same time, it's important for the Blue Jays to try to shut them down to a 3 and out and get the ball back and hopefully go and score again.
Been on dynamic the whole time. It's supposed to be on low. It's so much better now. They've been cracking like crazy. First and 10 for the Crusaders. Cunningham's going to get a carry here. And he's taken down for a short pickup.
Got about 2, Jordy. Looks like we got about 2.
Let's see if they try to make this the final possession of the half here, because they're not going to go quick. They're not going to go fast here. Going to take their time here, bleed every second off the play clock, and keep that Blue Jay offense on the sideline.
Right, Jordy.
Got some scores for you coming up at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. We'll let you listen to our great sponsors. We'll give first half starts for the entire panel that's here, and then probably a little halftime entertainment if we have some time. And we got whistles.
Timeout.
Crusaders. We'll take a timeout with them, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go check out one of our sponsors this evening. How about we go check out Gary Swallow at this time? Gary, you want to hear yourself talk?
Yeah, let's do it. Gary Swallow's Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock Martial Arts, serving Opelousas and the surrounding area since 1988, with programs specially designed for all age groups. Tiger Cubs, 4 and 5-year-olds, juniors, 6 through 11-year-olds, teens, 12 to 15-year-olds, and all adults, 16 and above. Give us a call at 337-948-3433 so you can set up your first free trial class, meet all of our certified instructors, and take the first step towards joining our martial arts family. Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock, teaching life skills and personal development, one student at a time.
That was Mr. Gary Swallow. He's on the call tonight, but we got his sponsorship queued in for any night that he ain't here, Mr. Swallow.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that so much.
Here we go, Gary. Second down, back from the timeout. How many timeouts do both sides have the rest of the way?
Not sure. Inside handoff, Jordy. Oh, man.
Horde gets the carry here. And Blue Jays starting to do a good job rallying to the football.
Yep.
How many timeouts they got each?
I think 2.
Westminster's down to 2 timeouts, and St. A's has all 3 remaining.
Right. It's going to be third down and about 3, Jordy.
We got third 3.
How crucial is it to go get 3 yards here? You do not want to give the ball right back to St. Ed's knowing they get the ball to come out at high time.
You're right. And if they get that ball back, they're going to try for a 2-for-1.
Brown waits in the backfield. George will roll to his right. Looks, fires into flash. Pass is tipped up and almost intercepted.
Wow, Jordy.
And now will coach send the punting unit out, and he will.
That's what it looks like, Jordy. That was dangerous on both sides. If he catches that, he gets the first down. If he since he tipped it, man, that could have easily been basically a pick 6. There was nobody between him and the goal line. Oh my goodness.
Profit in the kick. Dubois waits around the 27-yard line. The left-footed kicker gets this one away, and Dubois would just let it
bounce and go for
bounce, and it dies down around the 27, and it will be Blue Jay football. First and 10, up by 5.
3 minutes and 41 seconds, Jordy.
With an offense that could score and score quick.
Yeah. this is very important. It's very important for Westminster to keep the Blue Jays from scoring. And, you know.
Yeah, this is a big-time drive.
This could be
for both sides.
St. Ed's is going to go for a 2-for-1. They're going to try to get one here and then try to get one beginning of the second half. So,
but you say that
important.
But you say that, Gary. They can score in one play.
Oh, most definitely. They can do that very easily.
5 drives, have not punted yet, just a fumble that stalled that drive, and they go right back to Summerlin. And Summerlin, for one of the few times this evening, finally controlled for only a pickup of 1.
Looks like, yeah.
And we'll call it 2.
Call it 2, Jordy. When he cut back, there was no hole there, so he just put his head down and drove straight through him.
2nd and 8, and now the Blue Jays slow down the tempo here.
Yep.
3:12 remaining. West waits on the snap. Here comes the blitz. Summerlin going to get another carry here. And Summerlin, he's rumbling, stumbling tonight, my friend.
That young man has one speed, wide open and straight forward. Oh, my God, that was a beautiful run. Very important first down right there. Crusaders have to figure out a way to stop that young man.
1st and 10, Blue Jays on the move, up by 5. Ball lies at the 47-yard line. Trying to go 2-for-1 here. Summerlin going to stretch the field now, cuts it back inside. Not a good decision there.
Didn't really have much of a choice. I think he had to turn it back up because they basically shut down this side. You know, so it's going to be, he gained, looks like he gained about 1, 2. So it's going to be 2nd down, about 9.
Yeah, 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line. And now West goes empty. Three receivers to the left, 2 to the right. O'Quinn comes in motion, fakes to O'Quinn, taking a shot to Gradney.
Oh, man, I think he lost
could
it.
not come down with that one. Try to go to the big tight end.
I think he lost it or wasn't really expecting the ball because it looked like he saw it at the last second, tried to make an effort for it. That's very important. So it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
And an opportunity to get off the field here if you're the Crusaders defense.
Most definitely, Jordy. Most definitely. Very big play for the Crusaders.
O'Quinn going to come in motion again. This time he gets the carry, and the defensive end sets the edge, slings him down. And a timeout, Crusaders. That was number 44, Joseph Brown. You like to play card there on 3rd down?
Not really.
Let Kane West go get it with his arm, right?
I would have, I would have thrown the ball. I don't know what they were thinking, but maybe trying to get them, to pop one. But man, that defense was playing too tough right now.
We'll take a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go check on the Crawfish House at this time. Locally owned and operated, the Crawfish House and Grill, the finest Cajun restaurant in Opelousas, Louisiana. Located at 1214 South Union Street. They're open for lunch Sunday through Friday, 11 to 2, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 5 to 9 p.m. So if you're in town for lunch or dinner, pass by for some great Cajun seafood. Dine in or take it to go. They do accept reservations and also offer catering. Find them on Facebook or give them a call at 337-948-0049 or shoot them an email at crawfishhouseandgrill@yahoo.com. Back here for 4th and 11 on the offense. On the sideline, punting unit is out. Number 13 waits. Jamarian White will get an opportunity here. And he takes a friendly roll. The Dubas will down it. And down by 5, minute 27 to play here before halftime. Crusaders, one timeout in their back pocket. We'll have it 1st and 10.
Looks like that
from the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
So anybody who can play if we play like we're playing tonight, I don't think so. We could have put 30
First and 10 for the Crusaders. Down by 5. One timeout remaining. And Cunningham will go to the Wildcat. Trying to go off tackle here. And they get a block on the outside. And he struck down. But not before he got a big time carry.
You're right, Jordy.
He picked up 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. 1:20 to play here before halftime. Ball lies at the 25-yard line.
Now he's going opposite side.
44 calls his own number in the Wildcat. We'll have enough for the 1st down. That was Joseph Brown.
Minute 13 left.
Gotta know where number 13 is here on this drive. He's the guy that can stretch the field.
You're right.
And he's at the top of your screen, matched up with Coy Trahan. And George looks, taking a shot over the middle of the field, and great coverage there by number 2, Bo Thomasy. And good sportsmanship there from Dubois, helping up the intended receiver.
You're right, Jordy. Got there in the nick of time, got that ball knocked out of the way. A very good play.
That was the safety coming downhill, reading the quarterback's eyes.
You're right.
51 seconds to play before halftime. 26-21 is your score.
2nd and 10.
A lot of games going on across the state of Louisiana. We'll check out those scores at halftime. And we got a penalty flag here, Gary. And they are drugged down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 flags on the field.
Could be
and might be in an illegal formation here.
Illegal formation, or might have been somebody lined up in the neutral zone. Let's see, here we go. What have we got?
Illegal formation.
Illegal.
Penalty is declined. So they're, instead of making it 2nd and long, they're going to make it 3rd down and 10 here. Trust their defense in this situation. How many timeouts does St. Ed's have?
St. Ed's.
All 3. Still got all 3 clock runs here, and Shiver's going to let it run. And St. Ed's does get the ball to start the 2nd half. Where is Jamarian White? He's matched up at the top of your screen. I think he's the target here. Instead, Cunningham goes Wildcat. And good job there, trying to set the edge by the defensive end. And it will be 4th down with 17 seconds to play. How aggressive do the Crusaders get here?
I don't know, Jordy. You have to punt this ball.
Then they will.
You have to punt this ball.
And they will punt it here. Here comes Profit.
If this would have been close to, midfield or in their territory, then you could have said, well, maybe we could throw a Hail Mary, but no.
I think if you're St. Ed's, this is the right call here. You keep the defense on the field and don't fall asleep for no trickery.
Correct.
And he gets this one away, and this one's going to roll for and stop at the 31-yard line with 7-6. They're just going to let this one run out. The wrong way. He's going the wrong way, Gary. Now he's reversing the field.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what they're doing right now.
I don't know. St. Ed's is trying to go score a touchdown here. Referees have blown it dead and said halftime.
Halftime. Wow. That was, I don't know what was going through that young man.
Was the ball ever touched?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be blown dead after 3 seconds, right?
Yeah. They should have had some time left back on the clock. Sorry. He went the wrong way, though. Oh wow, that was great.
That's an interesting way to end the half here.
I'm sure that's a major discussion right there. They're talking about.
So, but they did have around 7 seconds remaining on the clock whenever that happened.
Correct. So they should have had the opportunity to at least get the ball on offense.
So we'll go to our halftime thoughts at this time. Gary, we'll start with you. 26-21 your score. Blue Jays have the lead. Going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, very important for them to basically get back into it and take the lead so they can get the ball first and hopefully add to that lead. But this is turning out to be a barn burner of a ball game, Jordy, and we expected that. I mean, you got two very good top-notch ball clubs right here. Hey, they're playing some good, high-quality high school football.
Brendan, your thoughts of the first half?
Talk about a shootout, huh, Gary?
Yeah, you're right, man.
Oh man, it's been a lot of fireworks. I think both teams have done a really good job of controlling the emotions. We said that this could be a really bad game when it comes to unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Big possibility of that, but both teams have done a pretty good job of staying pretty calm-headed.
And I got to say that the officiating crew actually stayed on top of that.
Oh, they have.
That was very good.
I mean, you had the one play where the St. Ed safety was talking right in front of the official, and even though it's a minute after play, he's throwing the flag. Right. It's just we're not handling, not having any of that. I mean, Westminster had the ball 6 times and punted 3, so shout out to St. Ed's defense for getting them off the field. But Westminster, has done a really good job in the passing game. 2 passing touchdowns on 2 post routes.
Right.
So really, we talked all week about their running game, but really it's been the passing game that's kept them in the game. Forced a turnover to keep St. Ed's offense off the field.
Right.
State Oakland has had an unbelievable game. 2 touchdowns, right. At least of 50-plus yards. As long as they keep rolling, man, we're in for a awesome second half.
Right. We're in for a great shootout. I think it's going to be. I think this is going to be all what they said it was going to be. I think it's going to be back and forth, and I can't wait to see the ending.
Oh, yeah. Me too, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, the second half is going to be awesome.
Holden, you want to give your first half thoughts? Yeah. Here you go, you're not.
Take it back for that. All right. Go ahead. First half thoughts for this game. See 2 good offenses. A lot of explosive plays, especially through the air. There were only 5 completed passes, but 4 of those were touchdowns, and all 5 of those had big gains. There was one that was a fumble. So for number 3 for Westminster, he went 2 of 7, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. For number 15 for St. Edmunds, he went 3 of 5 for 151 yards and 2 touchdowns. So seeing a lot of explosion through the air whenever they do decide to do it, but both of these teams have leaned heavily on the ground game as well. So, but I think we're going to expect more of the same. This could turn into a shootout the way that it's going right now. 26-21 at the half. I think both teams might hit the 40s, could even possibly hit the 50s if the offenses open up. So.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with both of the offenses. The quarterback for Westminster, he's really good, really athletic kid. He looks good. He got a good little arm. He makes good reads. He's really quick with the ball, quick reaction time. St. Ed's, you can see their offense is still explosive. The running back, I'm not sure his name. I forgot. Number Sumlin. He's pushing almost 150 yards in the first half already. He's one of the impact players that's taken over the game. But it's just all down to, I think it's going to come down to, my personal opinion, who gets this first stop in the second half. That's just how it's going. St. Ed's had a big fumble right before they were about to drive and score that Westminster stopped them, and that ended up being big for Westminster, because if St. Ed scores right there and get the ball at halftime, in Westminster, there's a lot of boys playing on both sides of the ball. Some of them were tired, so that was a big break for them. But that's a heck of a game, y'all. Really good game.
Tell them we're going to sponsors at this time.
We're going to sponsors at this time.
Howard Pool Company, taking pride in every pool since 1973. Locally owned and operated, serving all of South Central Louisiana, specializing in new construction, genuine and vinyl liner swimming pools. Give Mr. Kyle Vidrine a call today at 337-942-7222. The Crawfish House and Grill, the finest Cajun restaurant in Opelousas, Louisiana, located at 1214 South Union Street. They're open for lunch Sunday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also serving dinner Tuesday through Saturday 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you're in town for lunch or dinner, pass by for some great Cajun seafood. They are also now serving cold draft beer. So make reservations or take it to go. They're also offering catering. Give them a call at 337-948-0049 or give them an email at crawfishhouseandgrill@yahoo.com. Complete Turf Care has proudly been serving Louisiana since 2003. They are fully insured and licensed by the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and the State of Louisiana Licensing Board for contractors. They work closely with experts in the industry to help solve any problems that may occur in your turf. And they take pride in ensuring that your athletic field is the envy of all who visit your facility. Give owner Nick Semino a call today at 337-230-6427. Athletic field renovations, turf maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, and so much more. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Are you ready to take your school's fundraising game to the next level? Fundraising University, America's leading fundraising company for high school sports, is here to help. They raise more money in less time. With the least amount of interference in your program, their 7 to 10 day fundraisers, proven fundraising system, and unbeatable service led by expert fundraising coaches ensure your success. See why teams across the state are switching to Fundraising University. Visit fundraisingu.net today and get started. Give Mr. Stuart Miller a call at 318 278-9344 or shoot them an email at smiller@fundraisingu.net. The Pizza Shack was founded by Louisiana's own Tony and Elaine Puriette in 1988, and they have been independently owned at the same location for over 25 years. They are proud to be the only independently owned pizzeria in Opelousas, Louisiana. They are happy to serve the customers and the community with not only a friendly service, but also a family dining atmosphere. Come discover the most well-known secret in Opelousas, where they have daily specials and absolutely the coldest beer in town. 1242 Edith Street. Give them a call at 337-948-4838. Call Alex Botno with Bird's Eye Insurance. He can assist you with all your insurance needs like auto, home, business, and life insurance. Give him a shout today at 337-308-1230 and let him know UTL sent you on by. He wants to say good luck to the Northwest Raiders this upcoming season. Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is a seafood business located in Krotz Springs, Louisiana. They offer a variety of fresh seafood products, including crab, fish, oysters, and more. With a focus on retail and wholesale sales, Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is dedicated to providing high-quality seafood to their customers. Their commitment to excellence and their wide range of seafood options make them a go-to destination for seafood lovers in the area. Live crawfish for sale when in season. Give owner and the mayor of Krotz Springs, Mr. Carol Snyder, a call at 337-566-8957. Big Zig Photography is a business focused on capturing those fast memories that will last a lifetime. As once coach, Big Zig is dedicated on giving you his best for you to have those lasting memories. You can reach him on all of his social media platforms. Shoot him an email at bigzigsgraphics@gmail.com. Visit his website at bigzigphotography.com or give him a call at 318-381-3592. UTL Player of the Game sponsor, Whips Prints, Custom Apparel, and Substrate Designs. Owner, Kenneth Whip Beverly, is located in Crowley, Louisiana, with all your heat transfer and sublimation shirt design needs. You can follow him on Facebook or Instagram. Give him a call today at 337-581-6631. Tell Whip Under the Lights sent you on by.
Gary Swallows Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock Martial Arts, serving Opelousas and the surrounding area since 1988, with programs specially designed for all age groups. Tiger Cubs, 4 and 5-year-olds, juniors, 6 through 11-year-olds, teens, 12 to 15-year-olds, and all adults, 16 and above. Give us a call at 337-948-3433 so you can set up your first free trial class, meet all of our certified instructors, and take the first step towards joining our martial arts family. Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock, teaching life skills and personal development, one student at a time.
DeVille's Racing Stables, Owners, Carl DeVille, Chassis DeVille, Pormier, and Kyle DeVille. Visit their website or follow them on all of their social media platforms. Breaking, training, boarding, thoroughbred race horses, Grade 1 winner, and multiple Grade 1 placings based out of Opelousas, Louisiana. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all of our sponsors. Got to check them out at halftime and hear those great sponsors. Get out and go support those great sponsors. Let's go to halftime stats at this time. Enoch Brogy, take it away, my friend.
Okay, everybody, got the stats for the first half. 3 for 5. Kane West for St. Edmunds had 3 for 5, 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. And then for George for Westminster had 2 for 7, 89 yards, 2 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns and 5 completions for both teams combined. So you have 151 St. Ed's for rushing or for passing, and Westminster is 89 for rushing. St. Edmunds has 157 rushing yards total, while Westminster has 165 total. Kane West has 2 rushing touchdowns, but Summerlin had 15 carries for 147 yards in that first half. With Westminster, they kind of split their carries between several different people. Number 3 had 5 rushes for 62 yards. Number 20 had 6 rushes for 48 yards. And number 44 had 6 rushes for 45 yards for the Crusaders. But don't forget about number 21. He had 5 rushes. He only had 14 yards, but he did put a touchdown on the ground for the Crusaders. As far as receiving goes, number 11 for St. Edmunds, 2 catches, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. Number 7, Moran, had 1 catch for 42 yards. And then for for Westminster, number 15 had 1 catch, 34 yards and a touchdown. Number 13 for the Crusaders had 1 catch, 55 yards and a touchdown. Total yardage for the first half. St. Edmunds stands at 308 total yards. Westminster stands at 254. That's it for me from right now. I'll send it back to Jordy and Gary.
Halftime scores from around the state of Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. Hamilton Christian leads Basile 14-0 third quarter. St. Frederick leads Delta Charter 27-0. West St. John leads Centerville 26-0. Covington Christian leads Central Catholic 13-0. Ascension Episcopal leads Lafayette Renaissance 21-16. Elton leads Maryville 30-0. Oberlin leads Grand Lake 14-0. Logansport leads Northwood Lena 21-6. Oak Grove leads Ouachita Christian 26-7. They're gearing up, Gary.
Yes, sir.
Franklin leads Delcom 40-0. Union Parish leads Sterlington 31-7. Notre Dame leads Welsh 35-7. Faraday leads Rayville 16-6. LCA leads Lake Arthur 57-7.
Wow.
Laurelville leads West St. Mary 34-0. Country Day leads ML King Charter 9-8. Young Audience leads Patrick Taylor 26-14. Kaplan leads St. Martinville 26-0. Cecilia leads Collegiate 41-0. Rain leads Crowley 12-0. Mamu leads Pine Prairie 28-0. Yeah, we got a long discussion on the field right now. Shiver is talking to the referees.
Right.
Could that be the sequence that ended at halftime?
Probably. Could be. Could very well be.
St. James leads Berwick 41-7. University Lab leads Port Allen 35-14. A-Meet leads Jewel Sumner 21-7. E.D. White Vanderbilt Catholic tied at 7. Iowa leads the Ritter 28-0. North Dakota leads Bossier 56-0. Northwood Shreveport leads LaLoya Prep 14-10. Archbishop Shaw leads St. Charles 12-7.
Wow.
Lakeshore Hahnville tied at 14. Assumption leads South Terrebonne 22-0. And we're moments away from kickoff here from Blue Jay Field, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the second half. Thank you for choosing Under the Lights to bring you this one. He booms this one away. Blake Moran catches it around the 7-yard line and full head of steam. Blake Moran looks for a block, and he crosses the 30-yard line. And that's where the Blue Jays offense was shut up shop. 1st and 10, 11:51, just underway. More scores for you at this time. Bonneville leads Riverdale 17-14. Santa Maria leads Denham Springs 24-0. Captain Shreve leads Bird 28-17. That's the one I'm getting over Alex on. Woodlawn leads Liberty Magnet 14-0. St. Aug leads John Curtis 14-7. 1st and 10 Blue Jays. And Gary, we're back for the second half.
Yes, sir.
And right back to where they left off, Summerlin. And he picks up 5 yards.
Picks up about 5 yards.
More scores for you.
Number 10, Jack Hunt.
East Ascension leads Walker 17-14. East St. John leads H.L. Bourgeois 20-14. Edna Carr leads Rummel. Guys, you listening?
Yes.
Halftime 41-21. Carr.
Wow.
Summerlin getting another carry here, and he's tackled down by Horde for a pickup of 2. We thought that was their only team that can test them this year in the regular season. Well, we were wrong. Mandeville, the Skippers lead Fountain Blue 27-7. Destrehan leads Thibodaux 41-10. Acadiana leads Karen Crow 42-0.
Wow.
Dutchtown leads Live Oak 21-0. 3rd down and 2. Linebackers coming on the blitz. Kane West. Kane West calls his own number, and he picks up a Blue Jay. 1st down. Southside leads New Iberia 21-7. Evangel leads Parkway 26-22.
Whoa.
Catholic of Baton Rouge leads Zachary 44-27. And Airline leads Huntington 31-22. That is a look at scores from around the state of Louisiana, Gary.
Wow.
That's some wows.
There's some wows in there.
And West calling his number again. Got a couple blocks, and he springs forward down the sideline. There goes Kane West. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he reeled off about 40 yards there on the scamper.
Wow. Great read by Kane West. He knew the defense was going to collapse, and he just pulled it and went.
Got to be something they seen at halftime where they said, we're going to feature Kane West a little bit more in the run game. A 35-yard pickup. And Blue Jays are on the move. 1st and 10. 10:26 to play here in the second half. And he will drop back the pass here. Looks, taking a shot to Blake Moran, and the pass is incomplete. A little underthrown there. And they was taking a shot there after the big-time run.
Yes, sir.
Gary, the ball is underthrown right there. Receiver just needs to jump into the defensive back, right?
Kind of, sort of, but that's going to be a questionable call on that as far as
if he never got his head back, turned around.
Right, but he could have also just kind of stopped, just basically stopped, let the defender run into him. That would have been
there you go. Thing. 2nd and 10. And right back on the ground is Summerlin. Summerlin is drugged down for a minimum gain. That was number 21, Kyle Horde, on the stop.
Got around 4, Jordy.
4 down territory here. Yeah. If they're not kicking extra points, they're not kicking field goals.
Most definitely. They're gonna just keep pounding.
A big 3rd down for both sides here early in the 3rd. O'Quinn on an island over here by himself. Moran's at the top, in the slot at the top of your screen. Hand off to Summerlin. Summerlin down the sideline, and he is down into the end zone, and the touchdown will come off the board. They're going to call holding, Gary.
I have no idea. Wow.
And the holding penalty will wipe off the touchdown here, but they will have the first down.
It's going to be from the spot of the foul. It's going to go back, so it'll be 3rd down and about.
Holding is the call. And the Blue Jays, not the first time they've been penalized with a big-time holding call this evening. Now the referees are going to come together, have a long discussion. Maybe it's about the number.
I'm not sure.
Or make sure they get the right spot of the field. Holding is the call.
Holding on the offense.
And it will not be an automatic first down.
No.
Only picked up a yard after the holding call.
Well, it's going to repeat the down.
We're going to repeat the down, but it's now 3rd and 6 instead of 3rd and 7.
Correct.
So a spot foul there, and it brings them back to the 17-yard line.
That was a critical penalty.
Here we go, 3rd down, and we got whistles. Timeout, Blue Jays. We'll take a timeout with them, ladies and gentlemen. 9:39 to play, 3rd quarter. You're watching Thursday Night Football, Week 10 edition, live on Under the Lights. Here we go, back from the timeout, 3rd down and 6, big 3rd down, and he sent the house there, Gary, and they're gonna get called for offsides, and Gary's saying false start. I think it's an offsides penalty. And it is. They sent the house, Gary. Everybody was coming on the blitz in the right time to go to the lone count.
Yeah, but one of the wideouts actually moved too, so he must have reacted after they jumped offside. But boy, that was close.
And it is 3rd down and 1, and this is more where the Blue Jays want to be. They're going to send the blitz again, and they're going to go to the RPO. Pass is complete to Blake Moran. Touchdown, Blue Jays. How about a little RPO?
You're right,
and what a drive coming out of halftime.
They did that just the way they needed. Perfectly done. Got the ball, drove it down the field, scored. Very important. Very important. Very important. Great run pass option. He pulled it and just hit Moran right in stride. Touchdown. Perfect call.
2-point conversion try coming. West calls his own number, gets a block on the outside, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good. Kane West finds Blake Moran on the touchdown reception, and the Blue Jays extend their lead here at home. It is 9:34 to play. St. Ed's 34, Westminster 21. And we check on that scoring drive, but first we talk about that touchdown was sponsored by Howard Pool Company, ladies and gentlemen. Time to go to that scoring drive, Gary. 6 play, 70 yards down the field, 2 minutes, 26 seconds off the game clock, and it was capped off by what, Enoch? A 12-yard touchdown reception. West Moran, how many times have we called that one this year?
Yeah, that's been a lot.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Brendan. That might have been Moran's first catch of the night.
Second.
Second?
Yeah,
Okay.
when he fumbled, he was the one that
Yes,
fumbled.
yes. So only 2 catches. Crazy to think. Cunningham takes it in around the 25, gets a block down the sideline. Penalty flag flies, and he runs right into the bench.
Cunningham takes the ball around the left side and run out of bounds.
And this one right here.
That could be either a hole or it might have been a face mask. Can't never tell. I don't know.
My guess is it's blocking the back.
But
and here's the call, Gary.
Holding against the offense.
So 1 of the 3.
Go from the 40 that way.
Gary, starting to rain. First and 10 for the Crusaders. Got to go answer. You're down 2 scores, Gary.
You're right, Jordy. You're right.
They're going to start off with a handoff to Cunningham, and not a bad way to start this drive.
You're right. Looks like he may have a first down.
Tackle by number 22, Ryan Dubois.
Chains will move. First and 10, Crusaders. Ball lies at the 41-yard line.
Handoff.
Cunningham gets a carry here. And you just got to let him go, Gary.
Yeah.
Don't need no penalties.
Yeah, they need to be smart on the, in this half. I mean, they can't have a crazy penalty like that.
Forward progress was stopped, picked up a yard. Second down and 9 from the 42-yard line. There's a snap, a little wildcat action here. 44 was on the carry, and he is drugged that for a loss. Joseph Brown.
Number 56, Hayden Lasage.
Looks like we have a Crusader that's down.
And we got a Crusader.
A couple of them. We actually have a couple of them.
We got a Crusader that is down at this time, ladies and gentlemen. Our thoughts and prayers are with the injured Crusader. We'll step away, ladies and gentlemen. Number 75 going to walk off on his own power here. Gary, great sign to see there.
Great sign to see the young man get up. He, he did when he went down. He didn't move, Jordy. So might have got a stinger of some sort. Hopefully, it's nothing major for that young man.
And we don't have a 75 on our roster, but it's great to see him get up, and looks like he's got a shot to get back in this game very soon.
Yes. Yeah, and that's very important. Westminster's, number-wise, they have their ball club is not.
It's a limited roster.
Yeah, it's very limited on that. So, you don't want to see anybody.
George will drop back the pass, steps up in the pocket, fires a pass, and try to go with a one-handed grab there was number 13, Jamarian White. Clean pocket there.
Yeah, you're right. 4th down, good throw.
And down by 2 scores, Gary.
A little bit over. Yeah.
Down by 2 scores here. You don't want to give it right back to St. Ed's because they could be sniffing blood.
They're moving. Yeah, they're actually moving the ball. So this is going to be very important for them to get a good kick, and then you're going to have to stop the Blue Jays.
Don't fall asleep on a fake here.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. I think they know that.
Gets a good snap and angles it towards the sideline. Dubois waits on it, and he's going to be quickly corralled. Somehow he picked up 2 or 3 yards there.
Boy, that's dangerous not to call a fair catch right there.
It's going to be 72 yards.
I would just bring it here. Have it open, like not all the way, just
stand it up.
Stand it up right here, and if anything happens, boom, we all grab a corner, and it's covered. Trying to get the tent in place, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like rain is on the way.
Hope not, but it's possible. So
1st and 10 Blue Jays. Kane West drops back to pass. And O'Quinn, what a beauty of a throw, and he's off to the races. Track speed, gone forever. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Holy cow. Give me one, Gary.
Oh, wow, baby. Talk about a big wow. That was perfectly timed pass right over the defender.
You can't throw a better ball this year. That was his 3rd touchdown reception of the night. This is the Seth O'Quinn game.
You're right, Jordy. That was, caught him in stride. Did not break stride at all. Caught him, and then once he caught it, there was nothing stopping him. Oh, my goodness.
72-yard touchdown reception from number 11. Have you seen a better football thrown this year?
No, that was very, very good touch. Right over the cornerback.
181. It was close.
Kane West lines up for the 2-point conversion. Gonna call his own number. Lowers his hat. Did he get in? He did. That touchdown was brought to you by Howard Pools and Company. That 2-point conversion is brought to you by Bird's Eye Insurance. And we have a new score here, ladies and gentlemen. 7:35 to play, 3rd quarter. St. Ed's 42, Westminster 21. We check on those scoring drives. It took one play, Garrett. They're just doing it with one play tonight. 72 yards, 10 seconds off the game clock. The second one-play score of the night. And what you said he's at right now receiving? 3 catches.
Right.
3 touchdowns. 181 yards for Seth O'Quinn.
You're right, man. That's amazing. That's amazing. Stand on there. I got it. Yeah, give it.
And boot meets ball. Cunningham takes it in around the 20-yard line, trying to get a block. And he springs forward down the sideline, leapfrogs the defender, crosses the 50. And going to set up Westminster. Good field position here with 7:24 to play, 3rd quarter. Now if you're the Crusaders, Gary, you down 3 scores. You are in
you're gonna have to
a danger zone here.
You're going to have to open it up. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble. You don't want to get away from everything that you do, but you're going to have to start taking some chances, Jordy.
And, Gary, talk about this. Westminster, the last 3 drives have resulted in punts.
Right, correct. That's why it's important.
St. Ed's last 3 drives have resulted in touchdowns.
Correct.
A tale of 2 halves here.
Right, it's amazing. But the Crusaders have to basically shake it off and just keep doing what they're doing, but they're going to have to take some chances.
And they will take a shot here. George surveying the field, running out of time. Now he reverses field, dumps it off to his tailback. and got 1 yard out of that, but he extended the play there, Gary.
Yeah, he sure did. He sure did. He did what he had to do to keep it going, but, man, talk about this Blue Jay defense right now. Gain of about 2 yards, Jordy.
Yeah, they made some adjustments at halftime. 2nd and 9. We'll try to give you a lot of scores at the end of the third quarter because there's some good games going on across the state.
You're right.
Second and 9. Horde calls his own number, and he's going to be blown up in the backfield. Guess who? Number 9, Marcus Grotney.
Wow. He had him from the get-go, Jordy.
He must have came on a blitz. I did not see him, but he was there. Let's see.
Bring up 3rd and 10 for the Crusaders.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10, Jordy.
Comes from the defensive tackle position, actually, Gary.
Wow.
So somebody missed a block up front.
I guess.
3rd down and long. George got a man wide open here. Falls down, but brings it in.
1st down.
And it is a 1st down. Crusaders to number 11, Damian Thomas. Chains will move. And how big is that 1st down?
That's a big 1st down if you are a Crusader. They could not afford to give that ball back to the Blue Jays.
They spotted the first thing is 45.
Here we go. 1st and 10, Jordy. Ball at the 34.
34-yard line, 1st and 10. Hand off to Cunningham. And that's a minimum gain there.
Got about 2 yards.
Tell you what, a lot of guys have touched the football here from this Crusader offense.
You're right, Jordy.
But Cunningham has got the bulk of it.
Oh yeah, he's their backbone, most definitely.
2nd down and 6 from the 30-yard line with 5:20 to play.
Don't do that.
42-21 is your score. Good to see number 71 back in the game, Gary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
George looks, taking a shot into double coverage, and the pass should have been picked off. Laney Reed's going to want that one back.
Oh, most definitely, Jordy. That should have hit him. That should have been caught, hit him right in the hands. But, man, hey, good defense right there. Hopefully that won't come back and bite him.
Yeah, dangerous throw there. And it will be 3rd down and 6 from the 30-yard line.
Very big drive right here for the Crusaders, Jordy.
Remember what's on the line for both teams. Trying to lock up a first-round playoff game, but the Blue Jays are eyeing a first-round bye if they could jump up 3 spots, Gary.
Yes, and they can do it.
Swing pass, and a pass should have been intercepted.
Should have been picked off.
Hit number 6 in his hands. Ian Ryder. And it is 4th down.
And in this field position, Jordy, you got to go for it.
You got to go for it no matter what. You're down 3 scores.
You got to go for it right here.
This one right here could be the backbreaker.
You're right, Jordy.
4th and 6, 30-yard line, 5:10 to play.
Here we go.
Needs 6 to extend the drive. George looks, taking a shot, got an underthrown pass, and this time it is intercepted. And he's got an alley. It's Laney Reed. And a penalty flag flies, and he's just going to fall down. The block in the back will move the football back, but the interception will stand.
Most definitely, Jordy.
And Laney Reed, he missed an opportunity a while ago. He was not going to miss his second opportunity. Turnover, and the Blue Jays with the lead have the football, Gary.
Right, Jordy. And it's going to be a block in the back, So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. And it's going to be 1st and 10, looks like around the 15, 16-yard line.
So we'll see where they spot this football. It will stay Blue Jay football.
Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays from their own 16-yard line.
Remember, Kane West likes to go with a shot play coming off of a turnover. Will we see it here?
I'm not sure, Jordy. Why not? You know.
Where's O'Quinn?
Yeah.
If you double cover during Moran and O'Quinn got 3 touchdowns, what's that say? Instead, they give it to Summerlin. Not a bad idea. And he's drugged down. And we got pushing and shoving going on. Frustration starting the ball over.
Frustration is starting to get to him.
And this might be offsetting penalties. What you think, Gary?
Not sure, not sure. They had flags came in from all over the place, so not really sure. One here, one there.
Let's see. Here's the call.
Dead ball, personal foul.
Woo! So we thought it was a unsportsmanlike conduct. Instead, it's a 15-yarder personal foul. And that's an automatic first down.
You're
and
right.
It will be Blue Jay football. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
That is something.
What a crucial penalty.
That's so crucial for Westminster. You can't do that. Can't let your head, you know, you can't let it explode like that. You have to stay in control.
Oh, yeah. Oakwood was calling for
1st and 10. Moran goes in motion. Hand off to Summerlin.
Tell you
and a late penalty flag flies.
Not sure what that was. It looks
See
like
what
it's
the
going
call
to be
is
holding.
here.
Looks like it's going to be holding.
Personal foul. Face mask is the call. Back-to-back 15-yarders.
My goodness.
And the Blue Jays.
Looks like the Crusaders are just basically self-destructing right here, Jordy. They can't do that. They can't give away personal foul penalties like that.
Blue Jays have it 1st and 10 after the big penalty from the 40-yard line with 4:11 to play, 3rd quarter. We got whistles. Timeout. Crusaders, I like this timeout here.
Yeah.
Settle you guys down.
I do too, Jordy. You know, you need to calm you guys down. I mean, yes, they have a long way to go, but man, it's feasible with this team.
Yes.
So you gotta calm yourself down, get everything where you need to be, and just, you know, can't have all those crazy penalties. Can't
Gary,
do that.
let's go scores from around the state at this time.
Let's do it.
You can hear me over there?
Yeah.
Alex? All right, Bonneville Riverdale tied at 24. St. Aug leads John Curtis 14-7 4th quarter. San Juan leads Denham Springs 31-8 4th quarter. Acadiana leads Karen Crow 51-0 4th quarter. Dutchtown leads Live Oak 28-7 3rd quarter. Walker leads East Ascension 31-17 3rd quarter. East St. John leads HL Bourgeois 26-21. Captain Shreve leads Bird 28-20 3rd quarter. Edna Carr leads Rummel 48-28 3rd quarter. Parkway leads Evangel 36-34 3rd quarter. What a game.
Yes, that's awesome.
Airline leads Huntington 38-22. Mandeville leads Fountain Blue 41-7. Woodlawn leads Liberty Magnet 14-0. Hanville Lakeshore tied at 14. Destrehan leads Thibodaux 41-10. Catholic of Baton Rouge leads Zachary. And Kane West calls his own number here. And going to be tackled down.
About a yard.
Catholic of Baton Rouge leads Zachary 44-27. And Southside leads New Iberia 28-14. Cecilia leads Collegiate 51-0. Edie White, Vanderbilt Catholic 7-7.
Wow.
Iowa leads the Ritter 42-14. North Dakota leads Bossier 70-0.
Wow.
Hand off to Summerlin, and he's tripped down for a short gain. More scores for you, Gary. Rain leads Crawley 12-0.
Wow.
Assumption leads South Terrebonne 22-7. Minden leads Southwood. Looks like the streak will continue, guys. Southwood cannot break the longest state's losing streak. They're losing 28-7 at the time.
Wow.
I got a final score. Archbishop Shaw defeats St. Charles 26-7. They lock up the 1 seed.
Wow, man.
3rd down and 9 for the Blue Jays. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Here comes the late blitz. West looks, fires a low pass, and that pass falls incomplete. Intended receiver there, number 3, John Landry. You punting here, Gary? Pin them deep, make them drive the field?
With a lead like this, probably yes.
Yeah, I agree.
I would say just punt the ball, try to pin them. The old-fashioned, they don't do this anymore, but I'd do a coffin corner, try to pin them way deep in the corner like that.
Brendan, our first punt of the night, right, for the Blue Jays? Okay, yep.
Yeah.
1 punt in the first half. So here's their second punt of the night. Number 6, Ian Ryder to do the punting duties. Little line drive kick. We'll see what type of roll it takes. And down inside the 20 at
about 15, about 14,
14-yard line. Crusaders got some work to do, but they still have life here. 2:41 to play, third quarter. 42-21 your score. Some more scores for you, ladies and gentlemen. E.D. White just took the lead. It is 14-7 late fourth.
Wow. Who are they playing, Jordan?
Oh, my goodness. You want drama? Tie it up. Archbishop Hannon, 28. Franklinton, 28.
Wow.
My goodness. That's the 1 seed, and that is a 1-8 team they're playing. Lutcher leads South Lafourche 42-0. Looks back, gonna be under pressure, escapes, and still looking downfield, and that one almost picked off.
I think he was trying to throw that one away. It looked like it was out of bounds, no matter what.
2nd down and 10. More scores coming at you. Final score, McDonough 35 beats McMain 62-0.
Wow. Talk about some offensive firepower.
Union Parish leads Sterlington 31-15, guys.
Wow.
Union Parish leads Sterlington 31-15. Couple of top 6 teams there.
Right.
George looking, firing, got a guy wide open, and the pass is complete. Good hands there from number 15, Gavin Frith.
Right. Good sportsmanship. I like that. They picked him up, you know.
Chains will move. First down. Young Audience leads Patrick Taylor 34-28. Kaplan leads St. Martinville 32-0, guys. So you know what that means? A win tomorrow night for ERAF, and they'll lock up the district championship.
Wow.
University Lab leads Port Allen 35-14. A-Meet, Joel Sumner got a good one brewing. Handoff before we gave you that score. And it goes for about 3 yards. A-Meet leads Joel Sumner 21-15. De La Salle leads Livingston Collegiate 35-8. Mamu leads Pine Prairie 28-0. St. James leads Berwick 41-7. Franklin leads Delcom 46-7. Ascension Episcopal leads Lafayette Renaissance 35-22.
Whoa.
Y'all heard that one?
35-22.
Ascension Episcopal leads Lafayette Renaissance 35-22. George looks. And he's going to be brought down for a loss of 4 yards there.
That's what it looks like, Jordy.
LCA leads Lake Arthur 64-7. Faraday leads Rayville 24-6. Oak Grove leads Ouachita Christian 44-14.
Oh, wow.
3rd down and 9. Got a final score for you guys.
What's that?
Final score, Notre Dame beats Welsh 49-7.
Wow.
3rd down and 9. George survey in the field. Going to be brought down, and Blue Jays defense are pinning their ears, and they're coming, Gary.
They're going after him. And you gotta compliment the secondary. They're not getting anybody open.
Got another final score, guys. Catholic of New Iberia beats Houma Christian 49-7.
Oh wow, yeah.
St. Frederick leads Delta Charter 43-0. Punting unit is out, Gary.
Yeah.
West St. John leads Centerville 34-0. Covington Christian leads Central Catholic 25-7. Elton leads Maryville 45-6. Hamilton Christian leads Basile 20-6. No update on Oberlin Grand Lake. Got a final score. Block leads Tensa 56-6. Logansport leads North Carolina 49-6. As a look at scores from around the state of Louisiana. Some good ones, Gary.
Yes, sir.
So 3 quarters have come and gone here from Blue Jay Field on senior night. And Gary, right now, it's a tale of 2 halves.
You're right. You're right. The adjustments that were made by the Blue Jays at the end of the 2nd quarter on have been amazing, and their momentum has continued to keep flowing. Great job by the Blue Jays. Very excited for them, but at the same time,
if you're Crusaders, you got to keep playing hard.
Yeah, that's what I say. You got to keep playing hard if you're a Crusader, and you just got to keep it rocking and rolling, because
the game is never over.
Yeah, it is never over, and a fumble here, a turnover, whatever, it can be a totally different game.
You remember a couple weeks ago, Sacred Heart had a 24-10 lead, and Crusaders reeled off 3 straight scores to win that game.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. You can't sleep on this team.
Good snap here, and a beauty of a punt. Dubois is going to let this one roll and be at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, smart. Basically, you stay away from it and then get the offense back on the field. Let them go to work.
Now, if you're St. Ed's, Gary, do you start working on the game clock here, or do you try to go for the knockout punch?
Basically, I'm going to just say run your offense.
Run your offense.
Run your offense. Do what you got to do. But don't be in a hurry. Take your time. Instead of going hurry up, just kind of take your time and do it, but just try to keep run your regular offense.
Snapping under 10 seconds, correct?
Correct, yes.
1st and 10 for the Blue Jays. And we'll start off with a handoff to Summerlin. They've done a better job bodying him up in the second half.
Yeah.
Talk about tomorrow night, my friend. Under the Lights has a big one.
Yes.
It will be district championship right down the road.
Yes, not far.
And we'll give you that game right after this play here. Summerlin gets another carry. Runs right into the teeth of the defense. For a short gain. Tomorrow night, live on Under the Lights, it will be Iota at Iota at Northwest for the district crown.
You're right. That's going to be an exciting ball game. 2 very, very evenly matched teams. Both teams want it. Man, I can't wait to see that game. I'm excited to be over there at Raider Stadium and just see exactly what they got.
Good coaching coming into play here. Play clock's under 10 seconds.
Right.
3rd down and 7. We got movement. Somebody jumped inside the neutral zone. Offsides is the call here. Going to make this about 3rd and 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. Yeah. Once you jump and break that plane, it's dead. You know, so it's crazy.
So 3rd and short here. Ball is at the 43-yard line. And they're sending a blitz here.
Oh, yeah, everybody's going after it.
And they're going to go a little RPO. Passes picked off, and there goes Frith down the sideline. And that's why you say you play to the whistle, my friend.
You're right.
And the Crusaders have life here. We start to do our research here. Remember, Sacred Heart had a 24-10 lead, and Crusaders reeled off 3 straight scores to win that game. This is long from over.
You're right, Jordan. You're right.
A tip ball there. You think they got greedy? Run the football here?
Yeah, that could have easily. I think they got a first down with either a an option,
quarterback power or Summerlin.
Just hand it to Summerlin, and they tried to go with that little pass. Now that pass has been working for them all night.
Yeah, but when you're up 3 scores, you go give it to the bell cow.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I thought. But hey, that's why they play. They were trying different things. So let's see if their defense can keep the Crusaders out of the end zone.
You got to get points here.
Yes, definitely.
Go Wildcat,
here. Outside. Oh, man. Keep them legs running. That's what he's doing.
Now, they've done an outstanding job setting the edge this evening.
Right.
And we got a Blue Jay down at this time.
Where? Yeah, right. Sure does.
So prayers are with the young man at this time. Gary will step away here as they tend to the injured Blue Jay.
Right.
Marcus Gradney being helped and said he's going to run off to the sideline. Looks like an ankle.
Yeah.
You cannot afford to lose him going into the playoffs.
You're right. You're right. I thought the way they were holding it, I thought it was a cramp. But, I don't know.
Gary, it might be a cramp.
Might be a cramp. They had him up in I call it a cramp position, as far as that. So hopefully it's nothing more than a cramp.
Gary, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he's walking on his heel.
The way he was running off the field, limping off the field, it looked like an ankle, but it's a cramp, so good sign to see there.
Yeah.
Cunningham on 2nd and 11. Cuts it up and drug down. He's inside the 15, around the 11, 12-yard line.
Yeah. This is definitely 4-down territory, so you're going to just keep doing what you're doing.
About a 3rd and 7.
Third down and about 7 or 8. And before we get there, timeout Crusaders. Might need that timeout later.
Yeah, you're right. But I guess they saw something that they needed to fix.
and only one timeout remains. 8:47 to play, fourth quarter. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. We'll step away. 42-21, 3rd and 7 when we come back. Back from the timeout, Gary.
Looks like 3rd down and 7, Jordy.
Got some final scores after this drive. .44 with the direct snap here, lowering his hat, dives forward, and he's going to be just short of the marker.
Right. It's going to be
Joseph Brown. And it is 4th down. Do you go right back to the same play call?
The way it's looking, yes, Jordy. I mean, they seem to have the personnel to get in there and move them back a little bit. And you can gain, you're looking at 4th and about 1.
Call it a long one.
Yeah, long 1, short 2.
So 4th down, offense looking to extend this drive, and we got they missed one there, Gary. But touchdown will stand. Look like some movement in the backfield.
Right.
No call. Touchdown, Crusaders, and it couldn't have come at a better time. Points off of turnovers.
You're right, Jordy. You got 8 minutes left in the game. You still got a fighting chance.
With one timeout in your back pocket, defense forced a turnover last drive. They're going to have to go force another one. Or a 3-and-out works, too.
Yeah, you're right.
Extra point, Profit is on to do the kicking duties. High snap, and we got whistles.
Legal procedure against the offense.
Might have been somebody moved or on the right side, I believe so. So he's got plenty of leg here, Gary.
Right, you're right, Jordy. I mean, this is not going to affect this kick, I don't think, any.
Profit to try to stay perfect on the night. And it is no good.
No good. Wow. That's 5
yards.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that touchdown was brought to you by Howard Pool and Company. With 8 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter, St. Ed's now has a 42-27 lead. Hey, it's a 2-score ball game. If you're the Blue Jays, you got to go get a couple first downs here.
You're right. You got to start milking that clock. They can't stop it but one more time, Jordy. So they're going to have to basically control the ball. They've been doing a good job of it so far, but, you know, run your offense, but, you know, try to be smart about it. You know, try to make that clock work.
That scoring drive was 4 plays, 16 yards, 2 minutes, 46 seconds off the game clock. You got to think when they get the ball, they want to go 2 minutes or less the rest of the way.
Right. Now, Jordy, do you try an onside kick here?
I think it's a little too early, but that's just me. We'll see how aggressive they are, but they do have a weapon in the special teams department, so he can get a friendly bounce here.
Yes, most definitely.
Some final scores from around the state of Louisiana. Franklin beats Delcom 46-19. Lafayette Christian beats Lake Arthur 64-13. Faraday beats Rayville 32-6. Cecilia beats Collegiate 54-0. Hanville beats Lakeshore 28-14. Iowa beats DeRitter 42-14. So Iowa will go into the playoffs 9-1. Only lost this year to a team from Texas. Iowa will go into the playoffs 9-1. Only lost this year to a team from Texas.
Wow. Yeah.
1st and 10, Blue Jays. Don't think they're throwing the ball on this drive, Brennan. I don't think they're throwing the ball on this drive.
I don't know. Unless you see something that is so wide open, it's pathetic. But I wouldn't. Just pound that ball. Make that clock run.
I think it's Henry Summerlin time.
Summerlin takes the ball up the middle. Picks up a couple yards.
7:45 to play.
Gain of about 3 yards, Jordy.
Franklinton done pulled away. 42-28 now. Huh? Hannon? And they will throw a little screen pass here to number 3. And you don't need to be running out of bounds here.
It was a first down, though.
But they did pick up the first down. Got an overtime game right now. Bonneville 27, Riverdale 24, first overtime. Hand off to Summerlin.
Summerlin takes the ball around the left side.
And he's struck down for a loss of 1.
Get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackled by number 9.
7:03 to play, Gary.
Yes, sir. Tell you what, it's very important. They need to stay inbounds, keep that clock moving. You know, now that Westminster only has 1 timeout remaining, it's very important for their defense to rise, to stand up.
Final score, Acadiana beats Karen Crow 51-7. And there's your RPO, little tight end release to Gradney for 11 yards.
That's what it looks like, Jordy. First down.
First down, and this is what you need to do. 2 first downs on this drive is going to eat up 2 to 3 more minutes.
Yeah, and you gotta commend the the Blue Jays. They're running their offense. They're running everything that they do.
Got another final score. Southside beats New Iberia 31-21.
Wow.
St. Aug leads John Curtis 26-14. Who would have thought John Curtis is going to go into the playoffs with a losing record?
That was surprising.
Summerlin gets a pickup of 1. How many carries has he's got tonight?
Yeah.
Gary, that was his 26th carry of the night.
Oh, my gosh. 26 carries. Man, you talk about a workhorse.
That ice bath is going to feel good.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be
I got some scores for you guys. Captain Shreve leads Bird 42-32 fourth quarter, and
Wow.
Parkway leads Evangel 43-42 fourth quarter.
Wow.
Kane West calling his own number here.
Takes the ball up the middle, picks up about a yard.
He got about a yard or 2, so it'll be third down and about 7.
Tackled by number 9, Adam Levin.
Third down and 7.
26 carries, 183 yards, 7 yards per rush.
Summerlin's stat line, 26 carries, 183 83 yards on the ground, averaging 7 yards a carry.
Wow, Jordy, that is an awesome night for that young man.
And it was majority in the first half.
Yep.
And they go a little RPO to swing it out to Moran, only his third grab of the game.
Right. It's going to be 4th down and about 2.
You punted here, Gary. You give Westminster the ball down by 2 scores.
Yeah.
But instead, they're going to go for it. Got a lot of trust in his offense here. Let's see who gets it. Is it Summerlin time, or they just let it run down and take a timeout? That wouldn't be a bad idea here.
Either that or try to get him to jump.
It's a good decision here. You let it run all the way down to 1, take a timeout, you talk about the play call.
Yep. Timeout, Blue Jays.
Timeout, Blue Jays. We'll step away. 3:45 to play here on a Thursday night in Week 10, ladies and gentlemen. Blue Jays trying to go 9-1 on the year. They are 3:45 away, up by 2 scores.
Right.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 4th down, offense stays on the field. Senior quarterback Kane West waits on the snap. And here comes the blitz. And it will be Kane West the whole way. And Kane West will have the 1st down. And what started with 8 minutes on the game clock, they have taken off 5 minutes here, Gary.
Wow.
And they're going to take off for at least another minute.
Oh, yeah, I doubt if this ball goes in the air again. I think it's going to stay power. They're going to keep on pushing it.
Final score, Oak Grove beats Ouachita Christian 44-14. Remember, that game was in Eagle Stadium.
Oh, wow.
Oak Grove's gearing up for the playoffs. Here comes Summerlin. And he's gearing up for the playoffs himself.
You're right, Jordy. Golly, Jesus, man.
27th carry.
That young man is not scared of anything. He keeps going.
8th play of this drive.
He's like the Energizer Bunny. He keeps going and going and going. Oh, my goodness.
You start to think to yourself, it's a 2-man race for player of the game honors right now, and it's going to be a lengthy discussion.
Yes, most definitely.
2nd down and 4. Summerlin getting another carry.
Coming outside.
Following behind his blocks. And he will have another Blue Jay 1st down. And Gary, this is good football here from the Blue Jays.
You're right. I told you about that a while ago, Jordy. He follows his blocking so well. He is not afraid to put his hand on his blocker and say, lead me. And, you know, that was a great run right there.
Where does he sit at, Enoch? 197 on the ground for Summerlin, 3 yards away from a 200-yard night.
Wow. That is amazing.
28th carry of the night. Summerlin gets another one. And this time he loses a yard, so now he's 4 yards away.
Tackle by number 10, Jack Hunt. 10 to lead. And number 20, Mark Cunningham. Bring up 2nd and 11 for the Jays.
2nd and 11. '29-yard line. Less than 24 hours away. Alex Fontenot, you got a district title game to get ready for. Appreciate all the crew coming this evening. First time we had a 6-man crew. Think we did all right, Gary?
Oh, yes, sir. I want to say great job. Oh, there he is.
Kane West goes for 8 yards there.
It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd down and 1 with less than 50 seconds remaining. And I think it's time for the best formation in all of football, Gary.
Yes, you're right.
Blake
Jordy.
Moran says, get on your feet. Postseason football right back here at Blue Jay Field, either in the first round or in the second round.
Tell you what, Jordy, this was a good ball game, but
they're going to be close, Gary.
Yeah.
It's going to be real close and see if they can grab a top 8 seed. Victory formation. Kane West takes a knee, and the Blue Jays at home will win it 42-27. What a victory for the St. Ed's Blue Jays, and what a season for the Blue Jays. They finish 9-1, and they will await their seeding on Sunday morning.
Right. You're right, Jordy.
Westminster falls to 7-3 on the year. They will await their seeding on Sunday. 2 teams we're going to keep close eyes to in the playoffs.
Right. That's going to be a real exciting thing. But, you know, Westminster, they're definitely making the playoffs. But, you know.
They're going to be sweating to see if they're playing at home next week.
Right.
They were on the bubble at 15.
But the Blue Jays, I think, are really excited. And they have a good shot of getting a bye and hosting a game here. You know, so I think it's going to be real excited. Man, what a game. It lived up to the hype.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Good Thursday football here. Appreciate the opportunity to be here. Much respect to both programs. Hey, they both played hard tonight.
Yes, they did, Jordy. They did. Kudos to Westminster, and kudos to, you know, St. Ed's quality programs doing what they need to do the right way. You know, Westminster is going to be in the playoffs. You just got to see if ever they can, you know, host the game. But, man, the Blue Jays, how about those Blue Jays right now?
Going to be a tough out for both of these teams, whoever they draw in the first round or the second round.
Second round, depending.
After what I saw tonight, Gary, these two are going to give somebody a headache in the playoffs.
Whoever they play, man, they're going to be a handful. I'm going to tell you right now.
So, Gary, I guess it's time for your final thoughts here this evening, my friend.
Well, we watched a great ball game, and you know it lived up to the hype. Very competitive in the first half, but I think St. Ed's just kind of wore them down a little bit and kind of flexed their muscles towards the end. That's why we got the score we have. But man, to me it was closer than most people would have thought.
Brendan, Holden, Alex, y'all got any final words? Everybody's good. Enoch, you got some final words? Go for it.
Talk about a pretty good game as a whole, you know, especially in the first half. It was only a 5-point game. St. Ed's was kind of able to take control of the third quarter, but Westminster. I was listening to Alex, kind of. But yeah, Westminster, they fought until the end. They didn't give up. They were able to get a score there, but they weren't able to get the key stops towards the end of the game to make this game a little bit closer. That being said, great game. Glad I was here to watch it.
Give us some final stat lines.
I'm working on those right now. I know for Summerlin.
We'll come back.
But yeah, we'll come back to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll step away at this time, discuss player of the game honors. Final score this evening, 42-27. St. Ed's Blue Jays wins it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, after the lengthy discussion and could have went to 3 guys this evening, I think we narrowed it down to 2, and then the final decision tonight will give you his stat line.
3 catches, 181, and 3 touchdowns.
3 catches, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns. Player of the game honors tonight goes to number 11, Seth Oquan, the senior, on senior night, wins it. So we'll head on downstairs, present player of the game honors, and we'll talk to the victorious head football coach, talk to the victorious player of the game. So,
Can you hear me? All right. I can hear me. Somebody give us a thumbs up in the chat if they can hear us. All right. I'm gonna do the 40 yards. I'm gonna do the 40 yards to get some of the 15. You guys got me upstairs? All righty, let's go downstairs to get player of the game honors. Thank y'all for coming, man. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Good to see you, friend.
Okay. All right.
Gary, I hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I got you.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordy's getting ready to go out and talk to the head coach and the player of the game. So we're going to be waiting on him to get down there. We're going to kind of watch him amongst all of that crowd they have out there. Great ball game tonight. It was basically it held up to the standards. I think in the long run, my opinion, the depth of St. Ed's kind of wore down a little bit of the Westminster ball club. But, man, talk about hard on both sides. I got to commend Westminster for doing a great job coming out and putting on a fight. But tonight belonged to St. Ed's and the Blue Jays. So congratulations to St. Ed's on a great night and a 9-1 record for the year and getting ready for the playoffs. And they're going to be discussing whether they're going to host the first round. They're going to definitely host if ever they have to do it, or if ever they can get a first round bye. That would be awesome, and then host the second round. So let's see if we can find Jordy. I hear him in there.
Gary, I got the player of the game at this time.
I see you. Look at him right there.
Mm-hmm.
You see him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jordy, you got it, buddy. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, up right there.
I can't
Player of the game honors tonight. Give me his stat line, Brendan.
Brennan, stat line for him.
For Oakland?
Yeah, full play. Yeah.
3 catches, 181, and 3 touchdowns.
Touchdown 7 times.
3 catches, 181, 3 touchdowns, my friend.
And
congratulations, player of the game honors.
And a touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah, even a little defense here. And talk about tonight, my friend. You have coming into week 10 here, a lot on the line. You guys trying to lock up a potential first round bye if you can jump up 3 spots, but you know postseason football will run right back here at Blue Jay Field. What went into the preparation into tonight?
We came into the game thinking that, the score is always 0-0. So just kept fighting, came in team, and just fired up.
This is a senior leg group here. A lot of guys that played a lot of downs here for the Blue Jays. Talk to me about what has it meant shooting up next to your brothers week in and week out these last few years.
Means a lot. Family.
Absolutely. Come Sunday, you're going to find out where you're playing, and everybody is 0-0. Why not St. Ed's?
I don't know. St. Ed's, we earned it.
Absolutely. 9-1 going into the playoffs, a red-hot Blue Jay team. Hey, the offense played extremely well. Your running back went for 196. You had 3 big touchdowns with your quarterback. He's the general. Your offensive line, they do the dirty work. Talk to me about your offensive group.
We got a really powerful offensive group, and our offense just all come together and just really put in their mouth.
Absolutely. Talk to me about the defense. The second half, it seemed like a tale of 2 halves. It was close. It was 26-21, and then the second half was completely dominated between you guys.
We came out rough, but at the end they fixed their mistakes and came together and fixed the problems.
How fun is it to catch balls at practice and even coming into the games from Kane West? His touch pass right there in the second half, one of the best balls I've seen this year.
Oh, it's awesome. It's nothing like it.
And you turned the burners on, my friend. It was a track race at that point, and it would look like a 100-yard dash.
Yeah, there's nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Congratulations. Player of the game honors tonight. Well-deserved, well-earned. Got a heck of a ball club behind you, my friend.
Thank you.
Enjoy it. Looking forward to seeing where y'all will be in the playoffs. That was the player of the game, number 11. O'Quinn. You take it. Yeah. Coming into your screens, ladies and gentlemen, Victoria's head football coach, Coach James Shiver. Coach is getting all too familiar here when we show up to Blue Jay Field and we're doing these post-game interviews. But tonight is week 10, and I want to talk first about your senior class. It's these last 4 years, they've led the blood, sweat, and tears on this field, and they get a big Week 10 win. It's got to feel good for that group.
It feels unbelievable, man. Today was their pep rally, the senior pep rally, and they had this little video from whenever they started playing in 3rd grade, And not all of them were here. Like Massage wasn't here and Marcus wasn't here. But when they got here, they had their pictures added in, and it was just it brought some tears to my eyes. Just to see them go. This has been a great class. With some of the things they've accomplished this year, we broke the scoring record last week, and it's put it 42 more points, ahead. And we haven't even played the playoff games yet. So, it's awesome what they've done this year.
Coach, we start to fringe numbers a little bit. You guys have a shot to have a first-round bye, 3 spots away. But tonight you secured playoff football here. What's that going to mean for the community, for this team to know we're coming right back here, either round 1 or round 2?
I think we have a huge crowd. I think you can get ready for that first round, game. The momentum we're bringing into the playoffs this year, what we've done in our district this year. You know how tough our district is. Our district's unbelievable. Great coaches. Coach Porter did a great job tonight. Coach Caruth has done a great job winning the district this year. Even Coach Cohen at OC has done a great job with all the injuries that he had this year. We just have a great district, and it's fun to play in, but it's hard to play in.
Yeah. Coach, let's talk about the ball game here. I'll give you some individual performances, and then we got to talk about team performances. 4 yards away from a 200-yard rushing night from Summerlin. 3 catches, 181 yards from O'Quinn. Your quarterback, the general, he does what he does week in and week out. Offensive line, defensive line, paved the way to a big victory tonight. Talk to me about the tale of 2 halves.
Man, it was just, you know how it was. First half was we had some mistakes, shot ourselves in the foot. We had that big fumble on RPO, got down in the red zone, lost the ball right there. Kind of hurt us, you know. And then we had a couple of mistakes, tapped the ball over our head one time. You know, so like you said, 2 halves. We went in at halftime up 27-21. I thought, you know, hey, look, second half, we got to keep our foot on the gas, keep scoring points, and let's get them in a track meet. And I didn't think they had the guys to stay in the track meet with us because they're more of a run team. They're not more of a pass team. And so we took advantage of that.
Coach, we go into the playoffs. We will see where you guys fall Sunday. But did we come out of here healthy?
Yeah, I think everybody's healthy. We had a couple of cramps. I mean, you walk on the field right now, it's really soft. I mean, that rain softened up the field. So we had a lot of cramps that we usually don't have. I mean, you've seen us play all year. We haven't had cramps. This year we had 2 or 3 guys cramping up at the end. We're healthy, man. I mean, there's no serious injuries.
Yeah. Coach, I want to talk to you about your defense in the second half. You tightened things up, made the adjustments. A group like that, the way they played tonight, could give some teams some troubles in the playoffs.
The D-line's good, man. I mean, they do a great job squeezing and sliding, throwing everything to Dubois and, JP Fruze. You're right. They can give people a hard time in the run game. Our passing game, man, we took some chances early trying to stop the run, and they got behind us a couple times. But listen, we got a good squad. I mean, we've held people, I want to say 13 points a game this year. That's pretty good defense.
Yeah. Coach, I want to thank you for the opportunity to come here on short notice.
We love having you.
It's always an honor to come call your football games, and don't count out postseason football with Under the Lights in town.
Hey, well, hope y'all come back.
Yes, sir. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank y'all for having us.
We'll talk Sunday, my friend, after you get your seed, and we'll see where the Blue Jays land, and will we even have a game next week?
That's it, man. We'll text you. Thanks so much for everything. Appreciate y'all.
Sending it back to you guys upstairs at this time, and I will sign off from here. Gary, Enoch, you give the final stat lines. Gary, your final thoughts, and we'll get on out of here.
Right. Enoch, final stat line. Oh, look right here.
All right, let me get one of yours. It's got the mic and stuff. Wait. Oh.
No, that one got the mic. Hang on, guys. Enoch's going to give us the final stat line, and then we're going to go from there.
Okay, everybody. I have some final stats for you as far as the St. Ed's and Westminster game went. Number 15, Kane West for St. Edmunds, completed 8 passes on 13 attempts, 258 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Can I see? Let me see the roster, please. If you can get it from me, Gary, I'll see the roster for you.
Hang on, my friend.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
That way I can put some names on all of these numbers.
Right.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, and then for Westminster, Stephen George, he went 5 of 15, 112 yards, threw 2 touchdowns, and had 1 interception. Rushing for St. Ed's, your two main guys. You had number 27, Henry Summerlin, 29 rushes, 196 yards. Kane West had 12 rushes for 70 yards and 2 touchdowns. For Westminster, a couple of your key rushing totals here. For Stephen George, he had 7 carries for 59 yards. And for Michael Cunningham, number 20, had 11 carries for 71 yards. I'll give you a couple of receiving lines for both teams. Number 11, Mr. Seth Oquin, our player of the game for tonight. He had 3 catches, 181 yards, 3 touchdowns. 1998 Thanksgiving Randy Moss kind of vibes right there.
Yeah, buddy.
And then you have number 7, Blake Moran, 3 catches, 58 yards, and a touchdown. He had a huge game when we covered him last time. So, and for Westminster, you had number 15, Gavin Firth, or I think it's Firth. Is that how? Gavin Firth. I might be wrong. Please correct me in the comments. He had 2 catches for 44 yards and a touchdown. And number 13, Jamari White, had 1 catch, 55 yards and a touchdown. Your total stat line for the St. Edmund Blue Jays, they had 258 passing yards and 264 rushing yards for a total of 522 yards on total offense.
Wow.
Westminster had 112 passing yards and 193 rushing yards with 305 total yards of offense for the Crusaders.
Tell you what, Enoch, that was a great ball game. But man, I tell you what, the Blue Jays they came ready to play, and they put on a show tonight. And that's all I can say is congratulations to the St. Ed Blue Jays on a great victory. Congratulations to the Westminster Crusaders for a great game tonight, but they just fell a little bit short to the Blue Jays. But they're going to be making the playoffs. Now where they're going to go, only time will tell. We're going to see whether they host or whether they're going to have to travel. But that the Blue Jays are going to be hosting, and the only thing that we're kind of trying to figure out is will they get a bye?
Right. With Westminster, I looked at the PowerPoint totals before. You want to end? Okay, for sure. All right. We will.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about it later. We will be signing off here on Under the Lights for myself, Gary Swallow, Jordan Taylor, Brendan Laughlin, Holden Lee, and Alex Fotno. Thank you for watching this episode of Under the Lights. Catch us tomorrow with Iota traveling to Northwest for a district title game. Good night, and God bless, and forever UTL.
Right, and be ready for our bracket show on Sunday. We'll be letting everybody know about it. So thank you, guys. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow night.
All right.